G'day, footy fans, and welcome back. We got a big round 13 clash coming up between North Melbourne and Fremantle Dockers. This game is played at Hands Oval in WA, so North Melbourne is playing a home game away. A home game, but in Western Australia. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a classic underdog versus a contender. North Melbourne looking to build on, whereas Fremantle are just flying. They've only lost one game, and that was round one against Geelong when they were leading during the third quarter, 30 or 40 odd points. And because Geelong played an opening round and Fremantle didn't, Geelong had the superior fitness, or match fitness I should say, to overrun Fremantle. But that's the only loss Fremantle's had so far. Looking at these two sides, before we look at the head-to-head record, and North Melbourne pull off an upset, or do the Fremantle Dockers just continue winning and winning? Look at the head-to-head records. They've played 37 games. It's pretty close. The Roos 19 wins and Freo 18 wins, so that's pretty close. So if Fremantle wins today, it'll be pretty tied between the two respective sides. The current form in 2026, North Melbourne 5 wins and 6 losses. From where North Melbourne are coming from, last year, bottom two, second bottom, I think, second or third bottom. 5 wins. I thought if they can have 8 wins this season, that'll be a solid season, and then try to rise into the top 6 in 2027. And the last win that North Melbourne had was against Gold Coast 2 weeks ago. Wow. They were down by 40 odd points. I remember doing the live chatting of that game 2 weeks ago. And then they kicked the goal after siren with Zerha. So they were tied with 26 seconds, and Zerha kicked a goal after siren to win the game. Whereas the Dockers, 11 wins and 1 loss. Magnificent. They won 5 straight, including a thumping of the Brisbane Lions last week at the Gabba. They're just the hottest team right now. The recent head-to-head meetings, Fremantle won a close game last year by 6 points, and in 2024 they beat the Roos by 26 points. Fun fact, the Kangaroos were formed in 1869. They're one of the oldest AFL clubs in VFL AFL, but they only joined the VFL in the 50s. The Kangaroos have got 4 premierships, 1975, 77, and 2 in the late 90s, 96 and 99 respectively, and they're known as the Shin Boners for their toughness and resilience. Whereas Fremantle, young side, they joined the AFL in 1995, second Western Australian club, still after their very first AFL premiership. They did play in the grand final of 2013 with Ross Lyon as coach and Matthew Pavlich as their captain. They're known for a modern midfield stars at this stage, so it's going to be interesting. Contender versus rebuilding side. Fremantle's got the momentum right now. They won 11 in a row, and they're just on fire. Confidence is high. They're just doing brilliant, the Dockers. Midfield, Fremantle has an elite midfield, gets a young Kangaroos midfield. I reckon will be elite in the future with your LDUs, with your Finlay Sullivan. Excuse me. And George Wardlaw, just to name a few, and Zane Dersma. They've just got some up-and-coming young potential superstars. So, what do you reckon, viewers out there? Will Fremantle continue rolling on and win? Or can North Melbourne cause another upset? We will find out in the next few hours. So, sit around with a cup of tea, coffee, or hot chips and gravy, or a chicken pie, and sit around and listen to this. Hopefully, for the next few hours, and hopefully we get a positive, reasonable game today at Hands Oval in WA. Will win or North Melbourne? So the players are on the field respectively, and I haven't had my lunch yet. I had one bite of bread at my desk, so hopefully I can try to fit in my sandwich at the same time while the game is on. So this will be interesting, trying to eat and talk at the same time concurrently. So can't wait. So everyone, just let me know in your comments on who you think's gonna win. So the umpire's about to bounce the ball. Bang! The game started. I know my mum told me not to eat with full talk and eat at the same time, which I agree with, but I can't. So Switkowski kicks it, 50 to Frederick, 40 out, gets tackled. Look at that, sunny Hands over. Mandurah, is it? What, an hour and a half south of Perth? So it's sunny, look at it. Right now here, especially where I'm at, alley, it's so cold and wet. So, Bolton goes for it, and it goes and bounces out next to behind post. So, it's going to be a boundary throw next to Fremantle's on behind post. Inside Fremantle's goals, what, 10 metres out? So, in rough here, Jackson against Zeri. Dylan Stevens playing his 50th game, 4% 1 player. Dump kick up. Oh, one of the good intercept the mark by Oscar McDonald. Kicks it backwards to the centre. Now, he's back from injury. Hayden Young with his elite left foot kick. Oh, poor kick. Good intercept the mark by former Swans, Luke Parker. Defensive 30 for the Roos. Out wire, Curtis, off his hands. Trembar, tackles a Fremantle player. Nails on Rasmus, and the ball's gone out. 80 metres out from Fremantle's goal. It's going to be a boundary throw. This sandwich is nice. Just wait for the umpire to throw the ball. Jackson and Zeri hits it. Curtis. Zizou. No, Kirby McCutcheon, young guy from Tassie. Oh, what a mark by Trembar over Pearce. What a good mark. Contested mark, 60 out. Young Trembar, Cooper Trembar kicks it inside 30. So Ryan. Murphy Reed kicks it. Tracy can mark it. Oh, it gets the ball back. It's defensive 50. Tracy goes for banana, but you got a loose North Melbourne player in a combine. Gives it backwards to Griffin Lowe against his old side. Next throw, Griffin Lowe, who was pick 8, 6-7 years ago from Fremantle. There you go, pick 8. Yeah, I said pick 7. No, I just had a contact. Just I said pick 8, Griffin Lowe. So now kick it to Charlie Combine, who's marked 8 metres out from goal. Combine pumps it inside 40, 30. Oh, Larky dropped it. But now Constanzi. North Melbourne goes for a goal, misses. So the player that went for the shot was Zerha, who's missed. So behind to the, I've got to get used to it. The home side is North Melbourne. Like it's not at what's that? Sable Optus? Is that Hands Oval? So the Kangaroos got the first score of the game, 1 behind to Fremantle 0.0. LDU, the forward sister gets done behind the ball. Now Fremantle slingshots. Jackson in the midfield. To Oscar McDonald. Frederick loose by 50. He's thinking about play on. No. He's marked at 50 metres and he'll be left side full line. He'll be kicking. So he's marked about 45. He'll be kicking based on the Telstra sign. The Telstra paint on the 50 metre line. Sorry. What do you reckon, viewers? Do you think Fremantle will win this? North Melbourne will put a magnificent challenge? Or cause an upset? Let me know in your thoughts. I'm happy to interact. So Frederick, it's going right to left. He's banged Fremantle first blood. First blood to the all-conquering Fremantle. When I did my ladder predictor 2 weeks ago, I had them and Sydney playing the grand final. Fremantle made the one grand final 2013 when Ross Lyon was coach, Matt Pavlich was captain. That was a good team, and that's when Lockley Neal was at Freo back in the day, and young gun Nat 5. But they lost to Hawthorn, that team of like your Hodge, Mitchell, the current Hawthorn coach, Jordan Lewis, Gunston, who's still playing now. Just that Hawthorn team, they won what? They won what, 3 out of 4, did they? Didn't they win a 3-peat? Frederick's done well. He was in Port's Academy and he went undrafted by Port, so Fremantle took him to rookie about 5 years ago. He's been a quality player for Freo, Michael Frederick. 3 Dockers 11 in a row. Well, must be a club record. If you're a Fremantle supporter, let me know. Am I wrong? Am I incorrect? All right. Oh, I just saw on the TV. They won. Club record no consecutive games. That answers my question. Had a young in the centre. Pumps it. Ooh. Dropped by him, Tracy. Always had it. So it's going to be a bounce up. 40 metres out in front of goal and for Freo. Okay. Went for Rave. Sorry. I'm eating and talking today. I know it's unprofessional. Now, Warner kicks it off hands Erasmus and it's gone out. Good support from Griffin Lowe, so he's going to be 10 metres out from Fremantle's behind post. Umpires on through the ball. 10 metres out from Fremantle's goal. Jackson hits it. Can't see properly an angle. Can Daniel get Dylan Stevens to former captain? Was he current captain? McDonald? Luke McDonald kicks on the wing. Oh, good mark! Good mark, Zerha. He was playing defence a couple of weeks ago. A number of weeks ago. And then last week he went back forward against, not last week, 2 weeks ago against Gold Coast. He went up forward. McDonald. Luke McDonald on the wing. Oh, good mark. Switches. Centre wing now. Good mark, Zerha. Dylan Stevens, back 90 out. It's a couple of weeks ago. A number of weeks ago. And then last week he went back forward against, not last week. Now chips it back. Hardiman. Chips aside. Oh boy, Hardiman's lost the ball. Somehow, Switkowski from 40. Open goals for no one there. Switkowski! Kicks Freo second. What was Hardiman doing? Lost the ball. I was half looking at my sandwich. I think Hardiman kicked the straight to Switkowski. Just looking. The replay is shown. So he kicked it backwards and Switkowski intercepted. So it was a poor kick by Hardiman. So he chipped it backwards and Switkowski ran the hole and just stalled it in midair. So it was a poor kick by Hardiman. Well done to Switkowski. Fremantle, 2 goals straight, 12. North Melbourne, just the one behind. Now the ball is back in the centre. And Shane Bolton looking good in his second year at Freo. And Murphy Reid taking another step this year. 36 games. Now, the ball's in the full line for Freo. Frederick tackles Griffin Lowe. How to get rid of it? Done. High on the ball. Fremantle. They look on. I mean, been on for 11 weeks. Okay. Pumps inside 50. J. Amos. Moss? No. What it is, set them up by Sheasel. Now this is a melee. Sheasel jumped in the hole. And then Moss basically ran his back into Harry Sheasel. So that was a good, courageous intercepting mark for Harry. Sheasel, he was going to get slammed in the back when he took the intercepting mark. That's tough by Sheasel. Now kicks on the wing. He got a 50-metre penalty now. So on the wing. Brayshaw gets tackled over the line by Larky. Out. 80 metres out from North Melbourne's goal. Charlie Combo is getting assessed for concussion. HIA. 80 metres out from North goal. Jackson hits it. Sheasel. Daniel. Ex-Dolly. Cuts in the shadow. It's hard to see at this ground. Jackson does a dummy from the centre wing. Kicks it. Wasp marks in front of McDonald. From 70 out, the wild thing. Kicks it. On the target. Oh, what a mark by Tracy. He only just went 15. They're on Fremantle, and it's sunny here on the coverage in WA. Where it's so different like in Melbourne, Victoria, where it's cold, wet this time of the year. There'll be a huge climate change for North Melbourne players, gone from 15, 20 degrees in Melbourne to sunny Perth, 26, 28. And be humidity, say Josh Tracy from 50 out, 52 out on the 45-degree angle. Tracy looks like might come out on the full. Was it behind? Sprays it 4A. Out on the full. Okay, free kick to Cav Daniel. G'day, hen dog. How are you, buddy? And g'day. Hopefully, yeah, enjoy. Who reckons I'll win this game, hen dog? North Freo? Draw? So, Tracy's got the ball to Switkowski. Oh, then they stuff the ball up Freo. Now it's going to be a bounce up. 50 metres to in front for Freo. Alright, the umpire bounces it off, bro, is it? Darcy, oh no. Oh, ball done behind the ball. Good tackle by George Wardlaw. Hard, tough, inside mid. Good extractor, Wardlaw. Now they play on quick in the centre with Daniel. Kicks him out on the target, Curtis. From 80 out. Back to Daniel. LDU. Kicks it inside 50 to a player. And Trent Barb soccers a goal! Messi style! Soccer goal. Magnificent goal by Trent Barb. 15 metres out from the goals, and he soccered it on a little angle. So that was a good kick by Cooper Trenbar. But when North Melbourne got the ball from the defensive 50, they took the risk and went through the corridor. So that's pretty good. Risky, fast, risky football. So that's high risk, high reward. Well, it's Australia's line. You go from the centre and just move in a straight line. Instead of going wide, you know, like, instead of saying going 100 metres in a straight line from defensive 50 in the centre to the forward 50 centre, you go on the wing, that might be 140 metres. So, it takes high risk, you go in the corridor, but high reward. So yeah, but back. North Melbourne down by 5. That makes some Cox next pie. Next American pies in ruck. When Churchill gets the ball, bounces. Oh, he just bounces, then got tackled lucky. Now kicks it inside 50. Lucky, no. Oh, soccer by a Fremantle player from Judd Mamee. Should be Lassou, free kick to North. Then McVeigh trying to claim it, but he sockered it out. Should that be 50 metres? It's not Melbourne free kick, not Judd Mamee. He kicked it out of Lassuda, and he's trying to claim it's his free kick. Now, inside 50, inside 30. Oh, there's a Fremantle North Melbourne player on the ground. Oh, is that Larky's free? Looks like it. 35 direct in front. Larky. Looks like Cox, yeah, pushing the back of Larky. Looks like 35 direct in front. So Larky from 35. 25-10. I'll say he'll pick this. And he's kicked North Melbourne in front by 1 point. Well done. The one good close game. So 2-1 in the Roos. Excuse me. My bad, fish shopping and food and an appointment this morning. So I had my lunch. I bought a sandwich, but yeah. Trying to eat and commentate. So one hand. Hopefully I've got half pup, 5, 6 bites left. And then I can. So Cox push unlucky and he got the free kick. So 2-1 13 the Roos. Rio 2 straight 12. Alright. Turnbull wins the hit out. But it clears out White and Mike by Nathan O'Driscoll. So he's got the ball defensive wing for Freo. Goes long. Tracy almost marked it, but off hands. Luke Parker's on ball in centre wing, the ex-Sydney Swans premiership player. Gives it to Larky from 100 out. Back to Parker. Inside 50. Curtis. Handballs over his head. Flicks it to Oh, Simka just dropped the ball. Done. Hold the ball. It wasn't the best handball from Curtis, unfortunately for the Roos. So Jush's got the free kick. I meant McVie, I should say, apologise. Now McVie's got the ball. Back to Reed. Dudley. Judge McVie handles out wide. Oh, Young. Murphy was like, who wants it? So now Hey Young handles it to Isaiah Dudley on the wing. One bounce, centre wing. Handles to Murphy Reed. Murphy Reed from 55 out. Goes for long. Frederick marks it in front of the behind post or line. It looks like it was a mark. It looks like it's a mark. Yep, it's a mark. The South Australian, Michael Frederick. Was on Port's Academy list. I thank you for subscribing to my channel and viewers out there. Really appreciate that. Frederick, next wide post. I think he's missed. First blemish for Fremantle today. 2-1-13. So Cam Daniel will be taking the kick out. So 3-0-2-1-13. Scores a tie. So awesome viewers out there. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hit number 800. Can't believe it. I got 800 views. That is so awesome. Now, Church at defensive 60. He just dropped the ball, didn't he? Now, free kick to Young. He's got a super left foot boot, Hayden Young. But from 55, 56, he does have a super boot. But he chips it inside 50. Poor kick. Now, Maturcha. Dylan Stevens. Kicks it defensive wing, marked by Zerha. I know what Zerha looks like, and it's easy to see. He's got all the tattoos on the legs and that, so I know that's Zerha. Easier to see that's. And then he just kicked it out of the full on the centre wing. Poor kick from Zerha. Just scores a tie at 2-1-13. I'm so jealous. Look at the weather condition WA. Oh, it looks pretty warm. Well, not pretty warm, but you know, 25, 26 degrees. That's just beautiful. Look at that. Full sun. That's beautiful. Young takes the kick, heads into centre forward. And insufficient attempt by the North Melbourne player, Will Dawson. Jump. And Moss has got half his jersey ripped off. The wild thing. Patrick Moss has got the free kick. Say Amir's out. Former Essendon rookie. He was on Essendon's list for a year or two. Patrick Moss. Don't think. And then what? This is his second year at Freo. And he's been well in their structure. Moss, Amos, and Tracy, the big tall three. And then Jackson, when can play in forward line, especially when Tracy marks it. Josh Tracy, 40 metres out on a what's my trigonometry like? Looks like a 75-degree angle, right side of the forward line. So he's marking from 40 out, 70-degree angle, 75-degree angle. So Tracy. He's averages 2.3 contested marks per game. He's number one in the league. Tracy from 40 out. He's easily drills a beautiful kick. It's a tough angle, 45-degree angle. Well kicked by JT. Josh Tracy. Oh, that sandwich was nice. I just gotta wait for quarter time. Bit of sauce left on my finger. So, that sandwich was nice. Chicken sandwich with egg in it. Oh yeah. So it is a good game. 3-0, 3-1-19. The Kangaroos 2-1-13. So, what do you reckon, viewers? Do you think Fremantle will continue their winning streak, or the Roos can cause an upset? Alright, the ball is back in the centre. Now, Harry Shees will get the ball, pumps it to inside 50. Oh, there's a free kick. Fremantle play on the ground, is it? Looks like McVie that's on the ground. He's been a good recruit. So you got two running half backs now, Judd McVie and Jordan Clark. I haven't seen Jordan Clark today. Unless he's injured. He's only number 6. Oh yeah, Okay, Jordan Clark, he's had 2 disposals, 2 handballs. Normally he's running carry with his kicking, so that's why I haven't really seen Jordan Clark. So, Murphy Reed's marker defensive wing for the Dockers with a purple headband. Murphy Reed kicks it. Central wing, McChurcher couldn't get it. Does North Melbourne gets the ball? Oh, Parker's handball misses McChurcher. Somehow Sheasel gets it centre wing. Does a little grubber 5-minute kick, makes it tough for Parker. Kicks it. Now, Moss goes and handballs the centre wing back to Jackson, back to Moss. Moss gives it a hospital pass to Erasmus and gets bumped hard, but then Moss gets it back for 40 out on the run. Should have kicked that. 40 or 35 minutes on the run. Patrick Moss should have kicked that. The wild thing, normally he would. Not good, the wild thing. But 30 minutes on the run, 35. Fortunately for the Kangas, he missed. 3-2-20, 3-0. The Kangas 2-1, 30. Spargo, what's he doing back at defensive 30 for the Roos? Kicks it. Jack Darling, the former Premiership Eagles, gets tackled. Back in his home state of WA. JD, Jack Darling. The West Coast Eagle are great. The ball's will be bounced up on the centre wing. So Charlie Combo's passed the concussion test, so he's okay to play. The ball's in the centre. Reed goes backwards, gives it to Heath Chapman, kicks it wide to the ruckman Jackson. Inside 50, Patrick Ross, half his front jersey's ripped off. It does look toned, the abs. He's an elite AFL player, so yeah. With half his jersey on, you can see his upper body abs. Alright, so the wild thing. Patrick Ross will be kicking from, 52? In the comments saying, don't they have a spare jumper? Or they're asking, does he have a key to stop the change to show his abs? So Patrick Ross, the wild thing, from 52 metres out with a 45-degree angle, it's heading wide. Behind. Alright. Dockers 3 goals, 3-21. North Melbourne 2-1 13. 8-point margin to 3-0. We've got 5.5 minutes left. It's a good game. Good game. Oh, for the kicker! He goes straight to Murphy Reed. Oh my hat! What was Parker thinking? Murphy Reed says, thanks, brother. Cheers for that. Much appreciated for kicking that to me, homeboy. So Parker gave a gift to Murphy Reed. He'll be kicking from 25 out on a 30-degree angle. Parker just kicked it straight to Murphy Reed. Christmas in June. 6 months too early. Murphy Reed. From 25 on a 30-degree angle. Reed kicked her. Dockers on the sides. About 3 weeks ago, or 3 or 4 weeks ago, I did the Saturday game this time last week when North Melbourne played Adelaide. Adelaide kicked 14 consecutive goals in the second quarter. North Melbourne, they cannot have a fade out in the second quarter, or else this game would be over. I mean, the Kangaroos are already trailing by 14 points. 4-3-27 to the Roos. 2-1-13, but one of your most experienced players, Luke, sorry, I got mixed up with Jackson Piper. Luke Parker of North Melbourne kicked it straight to Murphy Reed. Murphy Reed was a steal at pick 17-18 in the 2024 draft. That was a draft where Lalo went number 1, Finn Sullivan went number 2. Who's that? Cowan player at number 3, Jagger Smith, and Crows took Sid Draper, who's been injured for most of his career for the Crows. But Murphy Reed at 17 range. So McChurch in the middle gets handballs it. Can Wardlaw extract this? Now LDU from 60 out. Lewis Davis Jr. kicks and that's Trembath. Was it Curtis? Curtis. The hairstyle and structurally, I always get mixed up with Curtis and Trembath. They've got similar hairstyles, but I know Curtis has got the tattoos on his arms and legs, so I should know the difference. And Trembath is a lot taller, Cooper Trembath, but they got a similar structure hairstyle. Curtis. So yeah, his hair. So Curtis, 35 directly in front. He's missed. Of all players, Curtis is a gun kicker. Oh wow. North Melbourne cannot afford to miss those shots. But yeah, I do get just off the hairstyle, I do get sometimes get Trent Buff and Curtis mixed up with the hairstyle. Yeah. Structurally the body, like the skull and the cheekbones look pretty similar. Trent Buff, and the hair's also similar as well for Curtis and them. But I just didn't know if Curtis got the ball, he's got tattoos compared to Trent Buff, he doesn't have it. So going back to the game, where 40 metres North Melbourne's goals and the ball's gone out for a boundary throw. Yeah. And from 50 out, I throws the ball. Jackson grabs it for 3-0. Murphy Reed handles for himself near the boundary. Oh, it didn't go out. Is that Lassie? Was a touch. Oh, George Wardlaw was trying to claim it. I thought Murphy Reed handled and rolled out, but no. Boundary throw. We're 70 out. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. Jackson against Zeri. Now, Simpkin kicks it deep inside 30. Over the top. Trent Buff. Oh, he ran away from it. Speaking of the devil. But now Zerha. Spargo. Handles it. Curtis slaps it forward to Wardlaw. Now Churcher, the young Tasmanian. Backwards to Riley Hardeman. The Griffin Lowe. Now Hardeman kicks it back to forward. And now Trent Buff's marked for 60. He's got the hair, yeah, the hair. Him and Curtis got similar hairstyle. So they're both good players, Trent Buff and Paul Curtis. So deep inside 30. Zane Dersman grabs the ball. Bounce up. G'day, Nettie. How are you, buddy? Hope you've had a good morning. I had a full-on busy morning this morning. Went to a number of appointments and all that, but I just got in just before the game started. I set the computer and everything up, and it was unprofessional. I was eating and talking in the first 5 minutes. But the ball's in North Melbourne's forward line. Jordan Clark handles it backwards. Looks like McVie kicks it long wide to Tracy. Dudley, can he get it and kick the ball? Oh, hit Dudley's feet and it'll hit the boundary. That's a lasso. I think so. Yeah. That's just unfortunate bad luck or unlucky for Isaiah Dudley, former NGA player of the Valley Crows. Taken from my club, Central Districts of SA. So, pumps it inside 50 to Kangaroos. Darling for 30 out. Handballs it to Parker, Dylan Stevens, ex-Sydney Swans player. The ball's so high in the air. Trent Buff, he dropped against Pearce. He had it. Now, Clark, slingshot for the 3-0. And good mark from Jay Amos, center, defensive wing. Super cheat, yeah. Fair enough. I know. Yeah, we all have busy lives, you know. Trying to fit in footy around our busy lives. It's hard. like I had the appointment and I had to grocery shopping and all washing clothes. So I got up real early at like 7ish, just do everything early and just made it for this game. So now I can sit back and watch this game and talk about while the game is on. So we got a minute and 9. I haven't seen Philly Summers. Oh, that's right. I think he's injured. Yeah, that's right. Philly Summers is out injured. Gun player. So it's only a boundary throw. Center wing. You got was that Murphy Reed? Yep. He's got speed. Oh, how do you handle that? Reed. LDU gets the ball, breaks Murphy Reed's tackle to Dylan Stevens, ex-Swannies. Sherry, was he taking the hop on Jackson? He went and picked up the ball and Jackson's leg hit Sherry in the head. No free kick to Trishan Sterry. So Dylan Stevens handles it backwards to Riley Hardeman. Swings it long. Zerha over the top. Trent Buff. Oh, he lost the ball. If he grabbed the ball, probably would have been an open goal, but he missed it. Now, what's that? Oscar McDonald for Freo. to Driscoll. Now Bolton marks a defensive 50 for Freo. He kicks it out wide. That looks like Sam Sulkowski. I think he's out of contract again this year. Good player. Now kicks it and chips it to his teammate Cal Warner on the wing, centre wing. He starts slowing the game down. There's only 4 seconds left, so there should be quarter time in a sec. Bang! That's quarter time, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good, interesting game, man. I'm just jealous. The sun's out. Conditions look like 24, 25 degrees. I'm jealous of the conditions in WA Perth. Beautiful. Alright. And then they're showing the pictures of the beach over there in Perth. Oh, Western Australia. Damn, awesome. Alright. As I need to go have a quick drink. I'll just go briefly into the stats. For the home side, North Melbourne, 10 to Parker, Machercha respectively, and 9 to Sheasel and 7 to Dylan Siemens. For Freo, Young and Bolton has 8 respectively. Murphy Reid and Luke Jackson has 7 disposals respectively. Alright, for goal kickers, for the Roos, you got 1 goal to Trenbarth and 1 to Larky as well. For Freo, from there, 4 goals. All singles to Tracy, Switkowski, Murphy Reid, and Michael Frederick. Alright, everyone, that's a quarter time stats. I will reconvene in just over 4 minutes and kick off for the second quarter. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everyone. The teams are in their respective huddles. And just one stat I found intriguing was scores from turnovers. Fremantle 4-2-26, North Melbourne only the one behind. So they're scoring a lot from turnovers. So, what can we see in the second quarter? North Melbourne need the first goal of the second quarter. Get back into the game. I mean, they're only down by 30 points at this stage, but just for confidence, if they can get the first goal of this second quarter. But Fremantle, North Melbourne still in their huddle. Fremantle slowly heading back into their respective positions. Yeah. So what do you reckon he was out there? Oh yeah. I totally agree with Neddy. And North Melbourne, they're linked with Darcy Wilson. They need more speed. If they can get Darcy Wilson from St Kilda, add more speed on the wing. Stevens on one wing, Darcy Wilson on another wing. And just over the years, just pick up some good free agents. That's the way. And then the kids or the younger players like your Finn Sullivan, who's not playing today, with Churcher, George Wardlaw, Harry Sheasel, when they play 100 to 150 games together, like the Brisbane Lions in the early 2000s with your Chris Scott, Simon Black, Jason Ackermanis, all those players build a squad together. Parkour like 8 to 10 players. They're gonna be scary, North Melbourne. They're gonna be scary. I still think next year, I think they're gonna rise to. I wouldn't be surprised if North Melbourne makes the top 4 next year. All right, now the Kangaroos pumps inside 50. Fremantle does. Dudley. I said North near the first goal. Fremantle gets a first. Isaiah Dudley. He jumped in mid-air and bananaed it. Luckily, the old commentator on Fox Footy 15 years ago when Daniel Wells, the former Kangaroo player, grabbed the ball mid-air and kicked it. I remember Jason Bennett, the commentator, said, Jackie Chan kick. But yeah, he just contact Chance 7 VFL, and I think he was not there anymore. Yeah, end of last year, Chance 7 didn't continue for him commentating for the VFL, Jason Bennett. But he was a good commentator. But yeah, what a start for Freo. Isaiah Dudley, ex-NGA Crows Academy player. Crows did not select him. So he's kicked 17 goals 6 this year. So Fremantle 5-3-33. Kangaroos 2-2-14. Alright, Jackson jumps over Xeri, but Sheasel gets it. Dump kicks the forward 50. Pearce is on the ground. Play on up by stairs. Not sure how Clark got rid of it. Curtis gets the ball. JD, Darling. Handballs, a 20-meter long handball to anywhere. Spargo. The Fremantle player. He just slapped it back. Luke Ryan did. So that's gonna be a behind to the North. 2-3-15 the Kangaroos. So kicks it long. Tracy competes in the air. Heard a whistle. It's a Fremantle free kick. Umpire says throw it straight back. And he did it, and the crowd like, where's the 50? So that looks like Switkowski's free kick. Yep. Centre half back for the Dockers. Sam Switkowski. Apologise. Had a bit cold this week. And Jordan Clark. Does he keep the ball in play? No, free kick to LDU. 80 metres out for North Melbourne. And punched by Luke Ryan. The ball's on the roll out. 50-metre line out. Forward 50 for the Kangaroos boundary throw. So 50 metres out, boundary throw. Jackson gets Xeri. Trishan Xeri. Andrew Brayshaw gets the ball. Handballs it, but went somewhere. Not to no one. But now Bolton gets the ball to Frederick on the wing. He's got speed. He's going to turn on the upper, so he does a U-turn, gets a shape ball. Then gets done. Tackle. LDU, what a magnificent tackle. Pointer ball. Magnificent tackle from LDU over Shea Bolton. Former Richmond Premiership player. Now, forward. The Kangaroos kick it forward. Pearce, Darling. No, Pearce dropped it. But it doesn't matter. He had Erasmus next to him. Gets it to Chapman. kicks out Martin Clark, extra long player, Jordan Clark, who was a first rounder in the Super Draft when he was like pick 18 when the draft that Sam Walsh went at number 1, Lukosius number 2, and Isaac Rankin at number 3. No, I think Isaac Rankin went at 2 and Lukosius went at 3. And that's a Zed Butters draft, the hottest free agent in this year's trade period. Yeah, Butters went about 14, I reckon, that draft, that Super Draft. Dylan Stevens, defensive wing for the Kangaroos, kicks it forward. 2-1. 2 players unlucky. Piers. Oh, wow. And he gets a free kick. You take that. Look, Fremantle had 2-1. Why would you give a silly foul? I mean, silly free from, I think, or you had McDonald and Larkin. Now, Darling marks it. Too strong for Piers. So he's marked it from 30 out on a 30-degree angle as a right footer. Oh, he's on a snapper. He's on a snapper. Oh, he's just drilled it. North Melbourne get a third. Their first goal for this third quarter. 3-3, 2-1 North Melbourne. Fremantle 5-3, 3-3. I don't want to repeat of the game 3 weeks ago when North Melbourne conceded 14 consecutive goals. 10 consecutive goals to Adelaide in the second quarter. So hopefully we don't get a repeat of that. I want to see a close, good, competitive game. So 3-3, 2-1 the Roos. Freo 5-3, 33. North Melbourne up by. North Melbourne trailing by 2 goals. Well, thank you for subbing to my channel. I appreciate that. 801, thank you. Now, we got Jackson. Oh, hits it straight to George Wardlaw. I love this kid. And hits it to Zane Dersma, the 4th Dersma. Dylan Stevens pumps inside 40. One bounce near the boundary. And Zerha couldn't keep it in. Okay, it's going to be a boundary throw. 30 metres out from North Melbourne's goals. So, Zeri grabs the ball but lost it. Oh! Was Wardlaw taken high? No. Wait, it is. Is it? It is a free kick to Wardlaw. I thought it was high. I thought they weren't going to give it. So he's got a free kick. George Wardlaw. You're looking at 45 out. Left side of full line. You're looking at, trying to do my bearings. Looks like 30 degrees. 45 out, 30 degrees. Left side full line. As a right footer, he'll be able to kick it naturally right to left. Right footers normally kick right to left. I'm a right footer. I kick it right to left. So he's kicking swing right to left. It does what I said. It went right to left. That's a right footer myself. Yep. The ball swings right to left. That's 2 consecutive goals for the Roos in this second quarter. Beautiful kicking from George Wardlaw. G'day at Jay Lesman. I just want a competitive game, buddy. I'm not supporting either sides. I just want to see a good game. Close game. I just want to see goal for goal, high scoring, close game. That's all I want. I don't want a blowout. So I've got no team I'm supporting. I just want to see, yeah, mate. Yeah, just want to see a good game. Hopefully we get that. And it's been good. North Melbourne's got the last 2 goals in this second quarter. So, North Melbourne trailing by 6. The ball's back in the centre. Can I get rid of my goal score thing? There it is. And there's a free kick. Trent Barr. Free kick to Trent Barr. He's got a good jumping run. Gets Jackson, who's so athletic. So Trent Barr kicks out wide. Gives it to former captain Simpkin. Simpkin. Centre wing for the Kangaroos. They've had a good spell in the last 5 minutes. So Jai Simpkin kicks it to the former Sydney player Parker. Pumps it inside 50. Luke Parker does. Fist by O'Brien. Now Erasmus kicks it. Now Fremantle defensive wing to Frederick. Now, in the shadow, looks like Brayshaw. It's hard to see in the shadow. He kicks up forward. Amos dropped it. Patrick Ross runs to the ball. Handballs to the Switkowski from 40 out. One ugly helicopter, but goal! Goal! One ugly helicopter goal. But on the scoreboard, it says 6 points. Goal is 6 points. Doesn't matter if it's an ugly helicopter kick. But what an ugly helicopter kick that went in for a goal. I remember one player, you look at early 2000s, he kicks playing goals as a forward, but a lot of his goals were ugly helicopters. There's a guy named Ian Perry, who played for the Adelaide Crows in the early 2000s. Kicked it and the ball float, ugly in the air, or a helicopter. But this spun like a helicopter. You can see the ball spinning sideways. No, I'm a real person. I've just got an avatar. And AI, they only can give, like, you can use AI to make like a 20-second chat, but AI can't do live chatting. Or I don't think they can. I don't think there's technology out there. So Luke Jackson, LJ, handballs at forward 50 to Dudley. Daniel, no. Maturcha, how to get rid of that? Oh, Erasmus, what a magnificent tackle, nothing. Oh, now, 2-second delay, now throwing the ball. No, it's the second tackle was throwing the ball, when that looked less ping than the first one. Wow. I make footy tips for you, buddy. Jay Lesmo. I make Lismond. I make like on Mondays. I always release my footy tips videos, and I make the usual 2 shorts of results of some games, and every three Wednesdays per month I'll make some goal. That's a goal. I don't know who kicked it. Oh yeah, Erasmus. So I was busy trying to look at my chat. So goal to Freo. That's their 7th for the day. 7-3-45. That's all good, Mr. Jay Laseman. Yeah. Once like in a month, I'll make about 3 videos on Wednesdays as well. Where I'll do my my premiership ladder predictor. So I'll do that every 4 weeks based on the current draw from the AFL website. I'll do my draft video of who's my mock draft once per month. And also, I'll do my trade video once per month. So, and then I'll try to do the live chat-alongs on your Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, and Saturday lunchtimes, sometimes Sunday lunchtime, and sometimes Saturday night, depending what my schedule and roster's like. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Brayshaw. So Fremantle up by 18 points. Now, they're going forward again, the Dockers. Easy! Patrick Moss from 48 metres directly in front marks it. Thank you. Appreciate your nice words, Jay Leisman. Really appreciate the positive comments. That's what I like doing, because 95% of the time, I get very good people like yourself and that on the chats and all that. I get on 5% people that like to give you grief. But yeah, that's what it is. But 9 times out of 10, everyone is good, so yeah. And that's why you guys all keep me satisfied. Patrick Ross, the wild thing for 50, yeah! Hasn't made it? Are they going to review it? It looked good, but they're going to review it. Oh, he gave it a goal, but surely the goalpost gave us a goal. Surely they're going to review that. Surely. He's not celebrating the wild thing, Patrick Ross. Thanks, buddy. No, I don't have a TikTok account. I had Insta, but I haven't. It's just because I'm doing everything now on YouTube. Now I don't have much time nowadays on my Instagram account anymore. Too much. Yeah, Fremantle should win this. I tipped them. They'll be a good young side. So yeah, goal the wild thing. Patrick Moss. That's 8-3-51-30. The Kangaroos 4-3-27. Fremantle has a 4-goal margin at this stage. So that's it, buddy. So have you gone for Fremantle since they joined the comp in '95, or you're young and You've supported him your whole life. So Jad McVee kicks it back to former Melbourne Demon. Kicks it to Luke Ryan, right in his goal square. He's marked the defence. And you got young gun Murphy Reid, defensive 40 for Freo. Oh, gave it to his teammate. Oh wow, he slapped Chapman. I mean, not slap, he slipped, but he was able to just get the hammer out quickly, Heath Chapman. And almost turned the ball over in his defensive 50. Now McVee to Reid. Now, Wagner kicks it to centre wing. Easy, good kick to LJ Jackson. To Murphy Reid, kicks it to a player wide out. That looks like it's a Jago Mira. It is, from 70 out. The former Suns and Hawthorn Hawks player. Jago Mira kicks it. Oh, easy mark by Tracy. They just opened them up pretty easily, Fremantle. Just from defense, offense. That's just pretty easily. The hottest team right now, Fremantle. 11 straight. So Tracy's got the ball from 35 metres out. Slight angle. Say 30-degree angle. JT, 35. Josh Tracy. Can he kick Fremantle's ninth goal? He's already got one goal. He's swinging back left to right. It's going, it's going. Another one. Another one. Fremantle coasting. Fremantle got the first goal of this quarter. The North Melbourne got the next two. I thought, hey, game on. But then Fremantle's the last four now? Looking good, Freo. One of the Premiership contenders, Premiership favourites. Melbourne City are the Premiership favourites, I reckon. Okay, yeah. What do you think of the Bombers' second score? Was it right call? I thought Essendon are rebuilding again, and they've just got a young side. It's just got to be because last year they had 3 players in the top 15: Southern Roby, Dyson Sharp, and Jacob Farrow. And I thought, yeah, Essendon just playing against now, and they sacked their coach because, I'll be honest, I don't anticipate Essendon making any damage in the next 2 years because they're just a young rebuilding side. But the ball is in Fremantle's full line. O'Meara from 45 out. Kicks it. Inside 20. Moss could mark it. Jai Simpkin. Kicks under pressure. And Griffin Lowe gets tackled, the former Docker. And it's going to be a bounce up 35 minutes out in Fremantle's goal. Fremantle's got an awesome chance. Especially if they can play Sydney in the grand final. It'll be a neutral game with no Victorian teams. Whereas if Geelong or Hawthorn finish in sort of third or second, and then it'll be like in 2013 when Fremantle were like dominant that year, but they had to play the grand final at MCG, which is Hawthorn's home. So even though they were top, it was a disadvantage for Freo because all the grand finals had to be at MCG. So if Fremantle, if they not get a Victorian side, get an interstate side, i.e. a non-Victorian side, i.e. Sydney, then it's more neutral if it's Fremantle Sydney grand final instead of Fremantle versus Geelong or Fremantle versus Hawthorn. But right now, they're the team. But I got Sydney beating Fremantle in my Premiership predictor I did 3 weeks ago. I got Fremantle losing to Sydney in the GF. Yeah, true. So Jackson's going for goal. Number one of Freo. Just what is happening? As I said, I did the Crows North Melbourne game 3 weeks ago when Adelaide kicked 10 consecutive goals against North Melbourne in the second quarter when they got demolished by the Crows in the second. So the last 10 minutes, Fremantle's kicked 5 goals from North Melbourne 0. So it might be history might repeat again for North Melbourne. They just give massive goals in this second quarter. So Freo 10-3, 63. North Melbourne 4-3, 27. That's true. And the way Giants are playing, they can beat anyone. They could just go on a massive winning streak and get the top 2. They didn't even like that. Hey, Prem Tech Journey, you tipped Dockers by 40. Hey, the way they're going, buddy. 3 are up by 36. Got a chance. Now, Shea Bolton, the Premiership player from Richmond, gives the ball to the ex-Collingwood player, the American player, Coxie. And intercept the mark by Maturcha. Wagner not happy with the kick from Coxie. So, kicked it backwards to Jurassic and gives it to Zane Dersma in the shade. Centre wing for the Kangaroos. Kicks out full Dersma, an ugly Mungle kick, and it's going to be a bounce up. Paul Curtis was tackled by American Pie. Coxie. He's not a pie anymore, he's a American Docker. It doesn't sound good as American Pie compared to American Docker, Mason Cox. But I think you guys get the drift when there's that Collingwood they call it American Pie. Has anyone seen that movie back in the 90s? American Pie with Jason Briggs and Striker, what's the name? Anyways, Parker, centre wing gives it to Machercha. Oh, Machercha lost the ball. Done, holding the ball, incorrect disposal, magnificent. And this is Hayden Young, who's been injured for most of this year. He had Young, Sarong, and Brayshaw, and Sarong's not even playing team. Injured. You got Murphy Reid, and then you got a rotation with Jacob Mira and Shea Bolton. This Fremantle side is awesome. They built a good list. They got two good rappers, Darcy and who's not even playing and injured, and Luke Jackson, and that's why American Pie Cox is playing. So they've got balance. They've got good defenders. Luke Ryan, Alex Pearce, and then up forward they got like your Tracy, Ross Amos, plus the small forwards of Dudley, Switkowski. This team is ripe now to win a flag Freo. I think minimum they will get the grand. I reckon they'll make the grand final this year. They've got an awesome side Freo. Good years of drafting and getting 2 years of drafting Murphy Reid at pick 17. That's a steal. He might be the best player in that draft, where like Lalo went at pick 1, Finn O'Sullivan went 2, Jacob Smith went 3 to Carlton, Sid Draper went to Adelaide at 4. I remember North Melbourne, did they pick 5? Was it Harvey Langford at 5 or 6? Yeah. Yeah. I saw that movie when I was in when I just started high school, American Pie. That was a good movie. Yeah. So Jordan Clark in the centre takes 2 bounces, takes it deep inside 40. Oh, double mark. Tracy Tracy marks it 10 metres directly in front, and he handles it. Why would you do that? You marked the ball 10 metres in the goal square. Just take the kick behind the line. Why do you just have to play on? He marked it 10 metres directly in front. That should have been a guaranteed goal. I'll be ripping my hair out. I was just along with. You just take the mark and just go back to your line and kick it. Why take the mark? Yes, you got a loose player in the goal square, but then there's a North Melbourne guy in between Tracy and Dudley, and he handballs it. Why would you do that? I just don't understand. That was a guaranteed goal that Fremantle just chucked in the bin. That's why I can see just along with. He's got lots of grey hair. Who would want to be the coach? I just don't understand. You mark the ball 10 minutes back in the front. Just take the kick behind the mark. I mean, time's not an issue. Yes, it's going to cost you another 5, 10 or 30 seconds in just a shot clock. All right, the ball's in the centre wing for the Kangaroos. Can North Melbourne make Fremantle pay with this lucky break? McVee's got the free kick. Bolton. Centre wing kicks it to the guy in the lead. Tracy. This time he stands behind the mark from 80 out. He's not going to play on quickly. Kicks it. Deep inside 30. Parker tries to intercept it. He dropped it. Dudley. He dived on it. Parker's on top of him. He's not holding the ball. He dived on it. Done. Holding the ball. Magnificent tackle from Luke Parker. Isaiah Dudley dived on the ball. Now, Hardeman gets the ball. Receives a handball. Kicks out wide. LDU. Off hands and it's gone out. White Castle is the bomb great movie. I haven't seen that movie, White Castle. Might have to, yeah. Oh, my school is cutting out. I'll fix this. It's cutting out some words. The chat. Yeah, it looks better now. Alright. Now, Hayden Young's got the ball from 80 out. Kicks it. Deep, inside 30. Tracy. Ball bump. Picks up a bump ball near the boundary. Gets taken out by to the boundary or helped by Will Dawson of North Melbourne. So it's a boundary throw, 40 metres out from Fremantle's goal. I'm just still perplexed with that Tracy. Marked the 10 minutes. He marked the 10 minutes direct in front. Decides to play on quickly with a handball. And got nothing. Freo. Oh, they got behind. My scoreboard's wrong. It should be 10-4, 6-4. So your handball. Oh, okay, the handball went in for behind. Should have been the guaranteed goal. I just don't understand. So Shea ball from 60 out. Now the Dockers pump it inside 50, 30. Off hands, out. So it's on a boundary throw, 20 metres out from Fremantle's behind post. Freo's kicked the last 5 goals of this quarter. That's why they have a 37-point lead. Should have been 6 if Tracy kicked one up. Oh, Shark by Young from the stoppage, from the throw-in goal. Goal number 6 straight to Freo. 6 consecutive goals for Freo in this second quarter. So they've conceded 6 in a row, 6 consecutive goals in this second quarter of North Melbourne. 3 weeks ago, they conceded 10 consecutive goals at Adelaide in the second quarter. Even Gold Coast had a 40-odd point lead that second quarter 2 weeks ago against North, but then North Melbourne made a magnificent comeback and looked like in that game Gold Coast were fatigued because they played 2 games in Darwin, Northern Territory I should say, and then that game after that they say 2 consecutive games in NT, and then they'd play away in Melbourne. So Gold Coast did look tired that last quarter. They totally ran out of legs. But still full credit for North Melbourne being Gold Coast Suns after being down by 46 points a couple of weeks ago. But right now they look like they got no answer. Wow. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. We've still got 5 minutes and 21. Fremantle up by 43. O'Meara, just slapped it, got out, got rid of the ball. Murphy D. Diamond, who just got rid of the ball. Jackson. Now the Brayshaw. They don't have Sarong, he's injured, so yeah, Frederick from 80 out, kicks it inside 30. Oh, Amos! Number 1 mark, man. Number mark inside 50 for Freo. So Amos, he's a great kicker. He's a left footer. He's marked it from 35, 40 out on a 30-degree angle, or 40-degree angle. Right side of the forward line, perfect for a left footer. Amos is left footer, so he can naturally just kick it left to right. He's the right side of the forward line, perfect for a left footer. Okay, White Castle. Okay, I have to write that down, mate. So, Jay Amos, can he kick the 7th consecutive goal for Freo in the second quarter? Not in doubt. If in doubt, he drills a number 1. I have him and Darcy Fogarty as the best 2 kickers of forward lines in the league. Too easy. That's right. They could win by 100, Freo. Fremantle 12-4, 76. They kicked 7 consecutive goals. So the pattern North Melbourne, 7 consecutive goals. They had a big deficit against Ferns, against Gold Coast 2 weeks ago, and it gave 10 consecutive goals to Adelaide 3 weeks ago in the second quarter. North Melbourne's got to be cautious of their second quarters. Looks like they have second quarter fade outs. So I've got to write this down. White Castle movie. Never seen it, so I'll have to have a look at it on the weekend. I got a long weekend, I'll have to watch it. Find it, yeah. So, the ball is back in the centre. Jackson gives it to Bolton. Another clearance won by Freo. He kicks it. Ugly kick. Oh, Sukowski sharks it. Jackson from 50, 48, 2, 3, 4 steps. Kicks. Another 1. 8 consecutive goals for Fremantle. North Melbourne, what are you doing? 8 consecutive goals for Fremantle in the second quarter. This is becoming... I won't say it yet. But I think the game is over already. Wow, it's coming almost embarrassing. 40, what's that? 5? 32? 82 take 32 is 50. 55-point lead to Freo. 8 consecutive goals they've kicked now. The last 8 goals, they've kicked 9-2 to 2 in this quarter. North Melbourne only trailed like 8 or 10 points, and then Fremantle's kicked 9 consecutive goals in their second quarter. Oh, sorry. They've kicked 8 consecutive goals. 8 consecutive goals. That's it. They've kicked 8 consecutive goals this game. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, North Melbourne conceded 10 consecutive goals to Adelaide in the second quarter. So they've got a history of fading out in the second quarter. Alright. Oh, Andrew Brayshaw gets the ball again as a clearance for Freo. Oh, good intercept mark by the Fremantle, North Melbourne player. Good mark by Riley Harder, man. And intercept or punch by Brayshaw. 3:42 left. 3 minutes 42 left. 3 minutes and 42. This game just looks exactly the same the way LA demolished North Melbourne in the second quarter. Alright. Jackson, too tall, can't pick it up. Zeri, handballs are gone out. It has to be Lasso. Yes, it is. Free kick, North Melbourne. Play or not 15 umpire says. Bolton marked about play or not 15, didn't go 15. And the ball's in the boundary, centre wing. Look, still in play. The players won't take it out because they get done deliberate. Now Makurka. Kicked Jackson too tall, the former Australian under-19 basketballer. Take a pick free from Melbourne Demons before he won a premiership with the D's and went back home to his home state, WA. Alright. Bolton, 100 out. Next to the boundary, Shea Bolton. Pumps it to the 50-metre mark. Zerha, now he's gone back in defence. I guess they're down by 55 points. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds there. Just trying to waste time now. Stop the momentum. Oh, Hardman's on the ground. Is it Hardman? Doesn't look good. They've stopped play. Hardman's not too bad. Well, Hardman's gone up, so that's a positive. That's good. He's back up running or walking, jogging. Oh yeah. Look, an elbow to the sternum, so look like it should breathe for a sec. So that was hard. So Harman into Erasmus. So 2 minutes 42. Now McDonald's at the ball is defense. Shifted sideways. To his teammate. Now, North Melbourne just chipping in 15 to Giesel to Caleb Daniel, defensive 60 for the Roos. Kicks it to the plan, long lead, Trembath. Trembath kicks it back into the corridors of Spargo, the ex-Melbourne Demon Premiership player. His dad played for North Melbourne back in the day, Charlie Spargo. Handballs it into the corridors, Daniel. Daniel does a dummy. Now he gives it to Luke McDonald. Just chips it out wide to Trembath. Cooper Trembath. So North Melbourne don't have much forwards left. They're just chipping it back now. So he's gone from centre wing to defensive wing to Luke McDonald. Fremantle just waiting for the dub kick. So still 1 minute and 38 seconds left. Can either team score in the next 98 seconds? So Cab Daniel kicks an ugly kick, but Parker marked it. So Parker dubs the ball inside 50. And marked by Trembath. They need this goal. We need it as the viewers. If you enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to hit that sub button. All subscribers will be totally much appreciated. So, young Trembath, Cooper Trembath. We'll be kicking from 45 out on a 40-degree angle. Left side of forward line. That's right forward, that's a good angle. Or desired angle. Right to left. Might not even make the distance. Good luck marking the goal square. Oh, Jack Darling had to sit and he dropped the good juggler. It's going to be a bounce up in the goal square for the Kangaroos. Umpire's on throw in the goal square. Zeri tries to grab it. And then Julian Clark just walks backwards like rugby style. And behind. North Melbourne scores are behind. 4-4-28. From the defensive kick. And Griffin Lowe, next Docker marks at 60 out. Needs to go quickly, there's only 16 seconds left. top of the square. Clark tries to punch it. Driscoll couldn't get it. Ryan goes backwards to McDonald, the Fremantle McDonald. What's his first name? Now, Spargo for 50 out kicks and block. That's half time, everyone. That is HT. So, not good news for North Melbourne so far. Not looking good. So, North Melbourne trailed by. What's 30 take 80? 54 points at half time. 9 goals instead of trailing by. So, that's half time. Let's have a look at the stats. So, for the home side goal kickers, all 2 goals to Tracy Switkowski and Luke Jackson. Can't believe Fremantle kicked 8 consecutive goals in that second quarter to take the margin to 54. So you got those 3 players for 2 goals for Freo, Tracy Switkowski and Jackson, and then singles to the Wild Fiend was Murphy Reid, Michael Frederick. For the Kangaroos, all singles to Wardlaw, Trembath, Larkey, and Jack Darling. So they're the goal kickers for the Kangaroos. Disposals, North Melbourne, the home side, 16 to Parker, 14 to Machercha, 30 to Sheasel, 30 to Daniel, and 11 to Stevens and LDU, or Luke Davis and Nuyaki respectively. For Fremantle, Brayshaw was the highest ball game with 17. That's Andrew Brayshaw. 16 to Bolton, 15 to Jackson, 13 to Neil Erasmus, and 12 to Hayden Young. So they're the ball getters for the Freo. Alright, let's look at the team stats. Disposal, Fremantle plus 28, 193 to 165. Terms of kicks, North Melbourne plus 3, 96 to 93. Handballs, Fremantle plus 31, 100 to 69. Inside 50, Freo plus 5, 26 to 21. Disposal efficiency, Fremantle plus 4%, 80 to 76%. Efficiency inside 50, wow, this is a big massive stat. Fremantle plus 31%, 69% compared to North 38%. Wow, a 31% difference. That's why they're more efficient, Fremantle. Every time they go forward, they're looking like they're going to score. Free kicks, Freo plus 3, 12 to 9. Hit outs, Freo plus 5, 17 to 12. Clearance, wow, Fremantle plus 7, 23 to 16. Center clearance, Fremantle plus 3. We've only got Jackson and Ruck. Even though Trent Barth can jump over him, Jackson's just awesome when the ball goes on the ground. Another midfielder. Reminds me of a young Brody Grundy. But Jackson more athletic with his basketball background when he was a former Australian under-19 basketballer for Australia. Centre clearance, Fremantle plus 3, 11 to 8. Stoppage clearance, Fremantle plus 4, 12 to 8. Contested possession, Fremantle plus 12, 62 to 50. Uncontested possession, Fremantle plus 19, 132 to 113. Turnovers, Fremantle plus 1, 27 to 26. And time in front, out of 59 minutes, Fremantle led 55, North Melbourne led 4 minutes. So technically, North Melbourne only led for 5% of the game, and Fremantle led for 95% of the game. Alright, that's all the stats, ladies and gentlemen. I will come back, reconvene just before the start of the third quarter. And as Arnold will say, I'll be back in just above 16 minutes time. So in the meantime, I've got a quiz multiple choice question that you can give a shot and try. Alright, see you in 16 minutes. In 2019, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Jet Riewoldt, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Jeremy Cameron with 67 goals. In 2020, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Geelong Cats, or C. West Coast Eagles? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Richmond Tigers. In 2019, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Matt Rowell, B. Jamar Ugle-Hagan, or C. Jason Horne-Francis? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Matt Rowell. In 2015, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Cyril Rioli, B. Luke Hodge, or C. Sam Mitchell? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Cyril Rioli. In 2024, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, or C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Patrick Cripps with 45 votes. In 2020, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Aaron Cadman, B. Harley Reid, or C. Jamar Ugle-Hagel? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Jamar Ugle-Hagel. In 2024, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Charlie Cameron, B. Lachlan Neale, or C. Will Ashcroft? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Will Ashcroft. In 2013, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Josh Kennedy, or C. Jared Ruffhead? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Jared Ruffhead with 68 goals. In 2015, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Patrick Dangerfield, or C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Nat Fyfe with 31 votes. In 2023, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Sydney Swans, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Brisbane Lions? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is B. Collingwood Magpies. In 2014, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath, B. Paddy McCartan, or C. Jacob Wittering? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Paddy McCartan. In 2023, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Bobby Hill, B. John DeGoey, or C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Bobby Hill. In 2014, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Josh Kennedy, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Lance Buddy Franklin with 67 goals. In 2023, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Lachlan Neale with 31 votes. In 2022, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Geelong Cats, or C. Sydney Swans? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer? The answer is B. Geelong Cats. In 2023, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Harry McKay. B. Charlie Curnow. C. Jesse Hogan. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Charlie Curnow with 78 goals. In 2016, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin. B. Patrick Dangerfield. C. Nat Fyfe. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is B. Patrick Dangerfield with 35 votes. In 2015, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath. B. Cam Rayner. Or C. Jacob Weathering. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Jacob Weathering. In 2022, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Patrick Dangerfield. B. Isaac Smith. Or C. Tom Hawkins. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Isaac Smith. In 2017, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin. B. Tom Mitchell. C. Nat Fyfe. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is A. Dustin Martin with 36 votes. In 2021, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Melbourne Demons. B. Collingwood Magpies. C. Western Bulldogs. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Melbourne Demons. In 2016, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath. B. Cam Rayner. Or C. Sam Walsh. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Andrew McGrath. In 2020, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Trent Cotton. B. Shea Bolton. C. Dustin Martin. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2016, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin. B. Jeremy Cameron. Or C. Josh Kennedy. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Josh Kennedy with 80 goals. In 2022, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps. B. Lachlan Neale. Or C. Ollie Wines. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Patrick Cripps with 29 votes. In 2014, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Hawthorn Hawks. B. Collingwood Magpies. Or C. Western Bulldogs. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Hawthorn Hawks. In 2017, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin. B. Jeremy Cameron. Or C. Tom Hawkins. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Lance Buddy Franklin with 69 goals. In 2019, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Melbourne Demons, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Richmond Tigers? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Richmond Tigers. In 2021, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, C. Ollie Wines. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Ollie Wines with 36 votes. In 2019, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Trent Cotton, B. Shea Bourne, C. Dustin Martin. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2017, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Matt Rowell, B. Cam Rayner, or C. Sam Walsh? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Cam Rayner. In 2018, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Jack Riewoldt, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Jack Riewoldt with 65 goals. In 2018, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Luke Sholey, B. Jack Darling, or C. Tom Barrass? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Luke Sholey. In 2017, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Western Bulldogs? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Richmond Tigers. In 2021, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Aaron Cadman, B. Harley Reid, or C. Jason Horne-Francis? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Jason Horne-Francis. In 2017, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Trent Cotton, B. Shea Bolton, or C. Dustin Martin? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2018, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Tom Mitchell, C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Tom Mitchell with 38 votes. In 2016, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Western Bulldogs, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Brisbane Lions? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Western Bulldogs. In 2020, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Harry McKay, B. Charlie Curnow, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out Which one is the correct answer? Welcome back, everyone. The players are in their position. Fremantle, wow. Up by 54 points. That is 9 goals. Oh. Ryan Harmon, I've just been told, is out for the game. That's bad news for the Kangaroos. Jackson hits it backwards to Brayshaw, picks it forward 60. Murphy Reid, North Melbourne player ran over it. Murphy Reid kicks inside 30. Oh, what a wild thing. Patrick Moss. PB. G'day, Crystal Combe. Which team do you support, Crystal Combe? Either sides or just a neutral supporter? But Patrick Moss was going for his first, or was his second? First? But either way, Fremantle on fire. The form side right now. Wow. Was from 45 out. Was. Oh, it's like I'm going down a full. Just snuck in from behind. Wow. Good catch. Yeah. Good catch by the crowd. Wow. 13-5-83. I thought this game would be closer than the score would be, but let's look at the scenery. Look at that. Sunny day down in that part of Western Australia. I think Mandurah, is it? And I need to Google this. Hands Oval. I think it's an hour and a half from south of Perth. Just gonna look on this on Google. Hands Oval. Come on, where is it? Cedar Bunbury. So Fremantle shipping the ball in defense. So yeah, Cedar Bunbury. Now, Jordan Clark, the Geelong player's got the ball, defensive wing. Now he chips it to Heath Chapman. Chapman just kicks it out wide. Looks like Luke Ryan kicks it centre wing. Erasmus, number 28 for Freo. Neil Erasmus had a good season so far. Humps it inside 50. And another mark by Freo. Again, Patrick Moss. Him and Amos. Should have left it for Jai Amos. Here's the gun kicker. Moss. This could go anywhere. Straight for a goal or out on a full from 50 out. Patrick Moss. Paddy Moss. Can he kick this? From 52 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So, in his 39th game, didn't even make the distance. Touch, kicked him almost on the man. Griffin Lowe kicks it out as defence. And can't see who's that. Looks like Wardlaw gets tackled. Boundary. Alright, just waiting. Now, LDU, defence centre half back, kicks it. Oh, intercept the mark by Chapman. Chapman to a play inside 50. No, Griffin Lowe, ex-teammate, gives it. North Melbourne now gets the LDU, kicks out wide. The Dylan Stevens defensive 60 for the Roos. Kicks a play on the wing to Charlie Spargo, new recruit from Melbourne Demons, Premiership player for the D's. He joined as an unrestricted friend. Zerha gets it from 100 out. Kicks it long. Darling. What a spoil from AP. Alex Pearce. Darling had the position, but good spoil from Alex Pearce. Well done, Alex Pearce. Save the mark from Jack Darling. Oh, right. So, now, Bolton's got the ball, takes one bounce. Takes another bounce. Handballs it. Now, Wagner takes one bounce on the centre wing. One bounce. Kicks it. Wasp taps it to Frederick. Frederick from 70 out. Kicks off. Man over the top. Switkowski. 35 out. Right side forward line. You're looking at 15 degrees angle. Just Fremantle on the counter attack. They just go bang bang. They're so fast on the counter. Wow. The last 8 goals of the game. So Switkowski. Sam Switkowski, 9 goals goes with 9 disposal. 2 goals. I mean, now he's kicked his 3rd goal to go with his 10 disposal. Sam Switkowski. That's 9 consecutive goals that the Dockers have kicked now. Damn. On the signs, Freo. 2 weeks time. I mean, next week, Fremantle's got the bye. Then they play Geelong. That's going to be a beautiful game to watch. So, John, look, yeah. Hands Oval is south of Bunbury in WA. And I believe Bunbury is like a wealthy, or am I right? I think this might be a wealthy area. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bunbury. Yeah. Okay, so it's a middle class regional area, but it's south of Perth. So the ball's back in Ruck. 9 consecutive goals of Fremantle's kicked. So hands over near the coast. So not bad. South Bunbury. Yeah. Alright. Let's get directions. Hands over Perth. Spargo from 60 out. Got done holding the ball. Now Fremantle. McVeigh second bounce, the former D's recruit, good player. Jordan Clark, both running halfbacks. You need a minimum 2 running halfback. So Murphy gives it back to Clark, hits his hand. Can Frederick keep the ball in play? Michael Frederick does. Handballs it backwards to Wagner. Wagner pumps it inside 50. Oh, Amos couldn't mark it too long. So just looking. It's 172 kilometers south of Perth, Bunbury, or almost just under 2 hours to drive. Nice place. Oh yeah. I've never been that far in Perth. I've been in CBD, I've been to Fremantle, and I've been to Rottnest Island, but I haven't been that far south of WA. Yeah. The first south I've been is Fremantle. It's a nice port city, Fremantle. So, Darling from 70 out for the Dockers. Apologise. North Melbourne. Kicks inside 50. Jackson takes intercept the mark over Larky. Yeah. I've only been to Perth once. It's a nice city. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll have to go to Bunbury myself. Michael River down south of Perth. One day. So, alright. That's my geography lesson that Doctor talking everything AFL, teacher talking everything AFL is teaching. The ball's on the centre wing, and we're still scores of 14, 5, 8, 9, 3, 0 to the Kangaroos, 4, 4, 28. But play or not 15 umpire says, but McVeigh doesn't care, takes 1 bounce. Kicks it deep inside 40 for the Dockers. Amos gets 2 players, Campbell's it out. Wide to Voss. Voss tries to tackle the tackler, lost the ball. Now low. Poor handball to McDonald, he's under pressure now. Oh, good forward pressure from Free. Oh, then they just handball straight to Cheezel. Defensive 50 on Telsha's side. He'll kick it straight to Fremantle, play to Clark. Clark runs around Dersma easily. From 70 out, Clark kicks it long. Zerha tries to spoil, he does, to Parker. Now Curtis, half North Melbourne's forward lines are in defence. Now Sheasel's got the ball, defensive 60 for the Kangaroos. They don't have much players up in the forward line. They've all come back to help flood. Park the bus, crowd the defence, whatever terminology you want to use it. Soccer, park the bus. AFL, flood. Kicks out wide on the wing. Curtis marks it in front of Frederick. Kicks out wide to his twin lookalike. I'm joking. Trent Bath. Trent Bath kicks it. Charlie Sparker's got it from 80 out. They're going boundary side. Just keeping possession. Umpire Reese said not play on the Spargo. Therefore he does. Not sure why. He didn't walk off the line. Darling bounces out. 40 metres out from North Melbourne's goal. Yeah. Harmon's done for the day. Yeah. He's been, out for concussion, Riley Harmon. That's bad news for the Roos. And Riley. Alright. Murphy dump kicks the ball out of defense. Long to Cox. The Docker Pie. The American Docker. Darcy will be back from injury soon. Will Cox keep his spot? On the wing, marked by Ryan Frederick, the South Australian. Kicks it to a leading target. Shea Bolton from 80 out. Chips a little kick, a 3-metre kick to Murphy Reid. Marks on the 50-metre line near the boundary, left side forward line. He's ducking his eyes around. Reid for 50 out. Reid. Gone. Gone. Wow, way. This kid looks so good. I know he was good for Sandringham Dragons under 18 2 years ago, but when I was watching the draft and doing my life, I had him like 10 mark. He slipped to like pick 17. What a steal by Freo. Murphy Reid. And they think they had 2 picks, pick 8, pick 9. They took Tralagio and double guy, and they needed a midfielder. I thought Murphy Reid would take one of St Kilda's 2 picks that were like pick 8, pick 9. Yeah. Murphy Reid was steal for. And Sandringham, that's St Kilda's area. They would have assumed they would have scouts in that area near their home base. And Murphy Reid was just there, right there on the doorstep. And St Kilda didn't take him with their 2 picks, 8, 9. Alright. North Melbourne have conceded 10 consecutive goals. Wow, way. I said in round 2, 3 weeks ago, in the second and third quarter, between those 2 quarters, North Melbourne conceded 14 consecutive goals to Adelaide. And now they've conceded 10 consecutive goals between the second and third quarter against Freo. Now, Jordan Clark's at the ball. McVie now defensive 40 for the Dockers. The ball goes outside the everyone's legs. Clean balls everyone. And LDU picks the ball up. LDU does. And gets tackled. 40 directly in front. Bounce up for North Melbourne. Wow. Fremantle is the hottest team right now. If you are enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit that subs button. All subs will be much appreciated. Larky goes for a snap. Out on the full. No, stuck in for behind. They get the Bronx Cheers. One behind. Wow, eh? Four 5-29. North Melbourne 4-5-29. Freo 15-5-95. 30. So 67-point margin. They could win by 100. Demolishing them, Freo. Absolutely destroying them. Wow. Now, Erasmus. Handballs. I had to make I had to make the Fremantle player who just could bend over, pick it up. Now, loses the ball. Caleb Daniel gets tackled, gets Dak. You see the black jocks. Erasmus tackles McDonald. Dump kick by North Melbourne on the wing. I've just lost because the game is dead and buried. Fremantle up by 66. 11 goals. Wow. Wow. 66 point. Fremantle looks invincible right now. Wow. Now, O'Driscoll taken late when he handballed the ball. So McVee's got the ball, centre, kicks it out wide to Fremantle's Oscar McDonald. Oh yeah, qualified for Monte Carlo, so Oscar Piastris. Hopefully he can get top spot for McLaren. Young Oscar. Unfortunately, he didn't win the title in the F1 last year. So Luke Ryan gives it to Erasmus. Now Ryan pumps deep inside 30. Cox, Trembath, off hands. Look at all the players flooding in Fremantle's Oh, Patrick Watson, Griffin Lowe, melee. And he's got another jersey on. Now Cam Daniel gets the ball from the bounce up, dump kicks it, and marked by JD, defensive wing for the Kangaroos. Jack Darling, Premiership Eagles player. Alright. Now, switches, and Charlie Coleman gets it. Now runs with the ball to Jai Simpkin. Centre wing, handballs it to Parker. Back to Simpkin from 70 out. With a black headband. Larky couldn't mark it. Simpkin on the left foot from 30 out. Misses. Didn't bet enough. Behind to North Melbourne. To the ex-captain of the Roos. $4,630. $4,630. North 30 for $15,595. Too good right now, Fremantle. Now from the kick out, Luke Ryan takes a bounce. Now McVee's got the ball near the centre. Judd McVee runs with it, handballs. 1-2 to Jackson, back to McVee. 2 bounces from 48 metres out, directly in front, outside boot. Amos, did he mark it in front of the line? I meant Tracy. I think he did. Looks like it is a mark. He's marked it next to the left side of the behind post, so he'll just go for an easy right foot snap. Use a 10-metre radius where the defenders can't come out until he runs. So the defender will be what? 20 metres radius. So is that a free kick? Because he's next to the crowd. They're in the 20-metre radius. I'm just joking. I'm just because the game's dead and buried. It's a 65-point margin of free. Tracy kicks another one of free. Embarrassing for North Melbourne. 11 consecutive goals they conceded. This is just getting beyond ridiculous. You know, 3 weeks ago they conceded 14 consecutive goals at Adelaide between the second and third quarter. This is what? 11 consecutive goals. This is just embarrassing. A 71-point margin to Fremantle. They'll be enjoying the weekend because they've got the bye next week, Freo. Then they got Geelong in 2 weeks' time. Geelong will be filthy. They lost the last 2 games, close margin. They lost the Crows by a point, and then Carlton the previous week they lost to them by what, 4 points? Wow. Alright, waiting for the umpire to bounce the ball. So there's 2 games in WA tonight, or today. This game now, and tonight you got West Coast playing Port Adelaide at Optus Stadium. Oh, Rasmus high fend off of Simpkin. That looks like a 10cm height difference. So, because Rasmus like 10 centimeters tall, he just put his fend off and hit Simpkin in the head. So, free kick to Simpkin. Chips it out wide to Harry Sheasel. Well, I won't be giving him any Brownlow votes because I've got about 6 in my Brownlow. Sheasel. Now North Melbourne chip it sideways. Missed the target. Now Griffin Lowe has to run to get the ball and take on Amos. But He gives it to Fisher, the ex-Cowan player, Zach Fisher. Just hits the target to McDonald. Centre half back is Zerha. Zerha kicks it out wide on the wing. Over Wardlaw's hands, but Darling crumbs it, kicks it to a play on the lead. Zeri, and it's gone out. 80 metres out from Fremantle's goal. North Melbourne's goal. Wowee. Looking good. I guess for Fremantle, what was I going to say? Right now it's round 13. Like Brisbane last 2 years, you want to do awesome at the business end of the year. Like last year, the Crows, after the bye, they won 9 consecutive games, and then in the 2 finals, Ali lost all 8 quarters and lost straight sets. So you don't want, it's good that Fremantle doing good right now, but you don't want to peak now. You want to peak like the Brisbane Lions in September. I think the Lions were like 4th last year in the regular season, and the year before that they were 5th. So they were a top 2 side, the Brisbane Lions, but when it mattered in September, bang bang, the Lions just beat everyone. So yeah, it'll be interesting if Fremantle can maintain this form come round 23 and in September. Time will tell, but they've got an awesome roster, good midfield, Young, Sarong, Brayshaw. You can rotate with Bolton, and with the rucks of Jackson, Darcy, and you got good tall forwards on your Tracy, your Wass, your Amos, with your smalls of Switkowski, Dudley, and rotation of Shea Bolton. And then defense, you got the 2 running backs of Jordan Clark, Judd McVie, acquisition from Melbourne, and then you got key defense like Luke Ryan, Alex Pearce. They've got and Brandon Cox, who's not playing today. Oh, the ball's in North Melbourne's forward line, and so we bounce up 40 minutes to front. But yeah, they've just got. Did I say so wrong? Because he's not even playing this game. But yeah, you got him in the midfield. They've just and Murphy Reid. They're just who can rotate a bit in the midfield, but playing high half forward. They've just got a well balanced side of Freo. They just do. Ross tries to take on Wardlaw. Wardlaw doesn't matter. He's 15 centimeters shorter than Ross. He doesn't take a backward step. I love watching young Wardlaw. He's a hard, tough inside mid, high-end draft pick. Pick 3 or 4? 2 or 3 years ago? High-end youngster George Wardlaw. So, North Melbourne dumps the ball inside 50. Zerha, no. Ooh, did Curtis take free kick over? No. Bounce up. Can't see who's on the floor. Yeah. It's the game. Because everyone knows it's Den Berry and Ned. North Melbourne has conceded 11 consecutive goals. Yeah. It's like, as I said earlier in my chat, 3 weeks ago, goes on a snap, North Melbourne, don't know who did it, but out of 4 irrespectively. 3 weeks ago when I did the Saturday lunchtime between the Crows and North, between the second and third quarter, Ali kicked 14 consecutive goals. In this game, Fremantle kicked the first goal in the second quarter, then North Melbourne got the next 2, and now from the second to the third quarter, Fremantle's kicked 11 consecutive goals. Yeah, that's right, 11 consecutive goals. Alright. Trent Barr goes to the spec, he dropped it. Switkowski, no. Wardlaw, Luke Parker. Oh, did he throw it? Yep, umpire said holding the ball. Free kick to JT, Tracy from centre wing kicks it. There's a player with space. That's the wild thing. Patrick Ross from 55 out next to the boundary, right side of the forward line. Runs, inbounds it to the centre. Can Frederick take it easy? He does. Takes it easy, Mark. Michael Frederick will kick Fremantle's 12th consecutive goal. He'll be kicking from 25 directly in front. Wow. Frederick, former Port Adelaide Academy player, went undrafted. Michael Frederick. Well, not undrafted, wasn't taken by Port. Frederick, was he undrafted? He's drilled at 12 consecutive goals from the Fremantle. Wow, way. North Melbourne goalless in this second, in the second half or third quarter, they're goalless. Oh, wow. 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 77-point lead to the Freo Dockers. Wow, way. Wow, I don't know what to say. I just literally don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say, yeah. If you are new here, welcome to my channel and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next game, videos or watch alongs and shorts that I make. And hopefully you enjoy this coverage. Wow. Now, the ball's in the centre now. Fremantle's gone up forward again, but Machercha, the Tasmanian, gets the ball, handballs it quickly to McDonald, who just dump kicks it. Easy mark by Jordan Clark, centre half back for the Dockers. Totally agree, Ned. I still think they'll be high. Every year, there's always one team that just climbs to the top 4. My gut feel is next year, North Melbourne will be that team. They'll be the Crows of last year, where they came from like 4th bottom to like top 4. Well, they came first in the regular season last year and then lost the 2 finals. But I have a gut feel North will be that team next year, where I reckon they can make top 4 next year. There's always one team that rises out of the ashes to just celebrate high up the ladder. And I reckon it'll be North Melbourne next year. Another pre-season into the young kids, where they've had their 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years worth of pre-season. They're getting the better fitness, AFL a level fitness. The kids are maturing, so another 20 odd games of experience playing together. I feel like North can be that team next year. When you had the start of the year, before the season started, I did my ladder predictor. I did have Fremantle in the top 4. I should put money on that. Game responsible. I should have. Unfortunately, I didn't. That sucks. G'day B155 MF131D. So was that Luke Ryan? Okay, Luke Ryan has had 19 disposals, 13 kicks, and 6 handballs. Is there a number that you need Luke Ryan has to get? I can keep an eye on Luke Ryan for you. So Murphy Reid from 60 out, chips it in bound, poor kick, straight to Griffin Lowe. Machercha, Dylan Stevens has the handball because he on his right side and his left footer. Trent Bath, defensive 30 for the Roos, kicks it out wide to Zane Dursma. I haven't called his name that much today. It'll be interesting tonight. I'm going to do the Port Adelaide West Coast game. See his young brother, William Dursma, last year's pick one. He's awesome. Him and Harley Reid in the midfield, plus Gimby playing centre back. Wow, it's 3/4 time. I didn't realise it's 3/4 time. Wow, because the game's over, 77-point margin. I feel like I've been just chatting and not really much about the game, because this game is over. 77-point lead to Freo at 3/4 time. Another pounding of percentage for North Melbourne. So let's look at the players. Goal kickers. Let's start with the away side. North, all singles to Wardlaw, Trembar, Larky and Darling. North Melbourne was goalless in this 3rd quarter. Yes, I repeat, goalless. Alright, for Freo, their leading goal kickers are 3 to Tracy and Kelsey respectively, 2 goals to Murphy Reid, Jackson and Michael Frederick respectively as well, and singles to Young, Erasmus and Dudley. Ball getters for North, Sheasel has 21, Parker has 20, Callum Daniel with 19 disposals, as well as 18 to Kobe Machercha. For Freo, Andrew Brayshaw has 27, Shea Bolton has 20, Luke Ryan and Murphy Reid has 20 disposals respectively, but Murphy Reid also has 2 goals. I don't know who does. Give my Brownlow words. Given that Murphy Reid did kick 2 big goals, maybe him if he continues this. And 18 to Hayden Young and Erasmus respectively, and plus 17 to Luke Jackson. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's my the stats and goals for the players up to the 3/4 time period. I will be back in just over 4 minutes time to kick off for the last quarter. Alright, see you guys shortly. Alright. G'day, everyone. Welcome back. Last call will be underway. Not that long. The players are in their huddle in their two respective sides. Oh, thank you, Ned. Just on your comments. 800 subs. Yeah, let's see the latest one. I know. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. You made number 4. 804. Thank you. Appreciate others for subbing. Really appreciate it. And I hope everyone enjoys all my YouTube AFL content I make. I might branch during the off season because there's no AFL during the summer. I might do some EPL. I know it's late, 10 PM, nighttime Saturday night EPL games. But yeah, thank you for all the viewers and really appreciate everyone and Ned for your input to most of my chats. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate everyone. As I said, I like talking about football. My friends get annoyed because I talk too much of it. I just can't shut up, some of them say. So at least I got YouTube just to yap about football all day long. So yeah. Fremantle just win the centre bounce to go up forward quickly. Bolton ran to Tracy. You don't want to do that to two Fremantle players. Now Wagner from 60 yards kicks it inside 30. A good instant to mark. Well done, Griffin Lowe gets his old side. West Australian product who, about 4 years ago did his knee and then got traded away from Fremantle when North Melbourne had those concession with a second round draft pick. So Wagner gives it the Wasps from the boundary from 40. Wasp, goal! Wow, way. 13 consecutive goals for Fremantle. Huh. Wow. It's weird. The atmosphere feels like dead and quiet. I can understand because I have been just yapping the third quarter, knowing that the game is over and trying to make the game entertainment. But there's some patches, it's just it hasn't been that exciting because when the crowd know the game's over, everyone knows it's over. Fremantle up by 83 points. The game was dead and buried basically half time. So the wild thing, Patrick Moss has kicked his third. It only took them just over a minute to kick a goal. Wow, way. Now Bolton takes one bounce from 55 out, kicks it to Clouded lead. Moss again. I totally agree with Ned. You want a close game. I want a close game. We all want a close game. Except for, I guess you're a 1-9 Fremantle supporter. You want a 100-point plus flogging. So, Patrick Moss, he's got the ball. Going for a shot from 45 metres out. Right side of the forward line, near the boundary. Can he kick his... How many has he got? 3, has he? So, the wild thing. Former Essendon rookie list player, GWS Academy player. Moss from 40 out, 45 out. Kicks another one. The wild thing is putting on the show. PB Patrick Moss. Essendon needs a player like him. He was on their. Was he on their rookie list? I know he was playing for the VFL. I think he was on their rookie list, wasn't he? The wild thing, Patrick Moss. Fremantle up by 89 points. This will be 100 points. So Josh Tracy, 3 goals, 12 disposals. 40 disposal that consists of 11 kicks, 3 handballs. His kicking hasn't been that great. He's kicked 3 goals free. He had 3 goals free. If he kicked straight, he could have had 5 or 6. Wow, way. The pouncing pony, they call him, or the wild thing. Either way. Now, the ball's in the centre. Fremantle's got 2 goals in 3 minutes. Now Jackson gives it to Chapman. Now Chapman to Brayshaw. The plan lead. Another mark to Fremantle. And who else? The Prancing Pony. The Wild Thing. Patrick Moss. PB. Whatever you want to call him. Goal number 4 he's going for. 45 directly in front. Oh, yeah. Patrick Moss. for his 4th goal, the wild thing. Patrick Ross, 4 disposals, 3 goals, 8 marks. Can he? Can he? No. Yes, it's coming back. Nah, too far left. And he has missed. He was. He's kicked what? 3-4. He could have had a massive bag today. 19-6-1-20, Freo. They've already kicked 13 points in this quarter to North Melbourne, nothing. They haven't had moved the ball forward or centre, North Melbourne, yet. So, Xerri, Christian Xerri's marked it. Centre wings, defensive wing. He's going to get a free kick. That should ship him to, they've kicked what? North Melbourne has conceded 13 consecutive goals. As I said, I did the Crows North Melbourne game 3 weeks ago on a Saturday, this time Saturday. And from the 2nd to the 3rd quarter, North Melbourne conceded 14 consecutive goals. This game, from the 2nd to the 4th quarter, so far they conceded 13 consecutive goals. Because I was saying in my coverage, North Melbourne's got to be cautious of the 2nd quarter and be careful of another fade out. And they've had another fade out from the 2nd quarter. Dylan Stevens for the North, pumps inside 50. Xerri, I couldn't mark it. Off hands. That looks like Carl Warner, apologise. And it's going to be a bounce up, 30 metres in North Melbourne's goal. Xerri against Jackson. Curtis gets tackled by Clark, bounce up. Groundhog Day. So that movie, I can't remember. I watched it when I was young. I had to write that down too. I had to try Groundhog Day movie. What a Groundhog Day. I'm not. Yeah, and it's a neutral ground as well for North. At Hands Oval, set up in Bunbury. Oh, looks like it's a free kick to Xerri, Tristan Xerri. I totally agree with Ned. Yeah, they're not that bad, but I'm not sure what's going on with North's 2nd quarters. Like, they was down by 46 points against Gold Coast in the 2nd quarter 2 weeks ago. And this game and the Crows game, where there's considered massive bags in the 2nd quarter, I'm not sure what's the issue in the 2nd quarter. North Melbourne hasn't scored a goal for 60 minutes. Xerri from 30 metres out near the boundary. Miss! Still haven't scored a goal now for 61 minutes, North Melbourne. 4-7-31. That looks like a quarter time score. Wow. I don't know what to say. Fremantle lean by 69 points. McVee kicked it. Looks out on the full, yes. Free kick to North Melbourne from 80 out, from goal. McVee misses McDonald. Now, North Melbourne pumps the ball back inside 50. So, Simpkin got the ball from 60 out, spinning left-right, goes backwards. Oh, poor handball. Here's no player who's hot. It's 720 degrees, has to be hot on the ball. He is. Wow. Now, Bolton took the ball in the centre. Now they can run with their speed. Ross dropped an easy overhead mark when he plays on. Oh, fence on McDonald. Too strong, too tough from the boundary. And misses. Zerha punches in from behind. So fend off of the wild thing, Prance and Pony Ross over Griffin Lowe. It's been an interesting battle between those two gentlemen. Bit of confidence. Patrick Ross. I'd love to see him do this in September. That would be so interesting. Good player. Plays a bit of flair and confidence, the wild thing, Patrick Ross. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. On his day, he looks so awesome. The days he could kick like 5 behinds. Sounds like could be the enigma. But you need some a bit of flair, X Factor. Now Freo just chipping it. Neil Erasmus got the ball from 80 metres out from goal. Now pumps inside 50 and good defensive mark by Luke Davis-Shiaki. I mean, in 2 years' time, end of next year, Chad Board of City is out of contract. Imagine Fremantle adding him to their midfield. I don't know where we could have got so many good midfields that they would be hard to beat. But Tracy drops the ball. Wardlaw in the centre, handballs it to Luke Park, kicks out wide. Is it going to be intercepted by the Fremantle player? Yes, it is. More good closest people. O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll now intercepts the ball. He kicks a point. Mr. Nathan O'Driscoll, Western Australian product. Can't remember, was it West Perth? South Freo? I can't remember what club he was from. Alright, North Melbourne's got the ball from the kick out. 30 minutes and 38 seconds left. Wow. Now the commentators are busy talking about the Prancing Pony, not the Ferrari. Before his nickname was also called the Wild Thing. Patrick Ross. But now they're talking about Prancing Pony, but hence court commentator. Okay, Wardlaw the centre hasn't given up. I like George Wardlaw, good player. But intercept the mark by Fremantle's defender, Alex Pearce, the captain. This will be the 12th consecutive wins for Dockers. Kicks out wide to Clark. Handballs out wide to McDonald, Fremantle McDonald. Now Wagner kicks it to Shea Bolton. Was that free kick in the back? Yes. Centre wing, free kick to Shea Bolton, the boom recruit from Richmond 2 years ago. And Erasmus kicks, and it's a target. Amos. Jai Amos, one of the straight kickers in the league. Or I guess what will keep me is can Fremantle win by 100 plus? So Amos is marked from 40 metres out, about 10 metres from the boundary, right side of the forward line, perfect for a left footer. He can naturally just kick the ball from left to right, from the right side of the forward line. And he's a dead-eye dig, he's a straight kicker. As I said earlier, him and Darcy Foley are the two fools that I want them kicking for the goal. They're just straight as Jay Amos. Jay Amos for 40 out near the boundary. As I said, he's one of the sharpshooters. This guy, he's a dead-eye dick. Just doesn't miss. Jay Amos. What's that? 14 consecutive goals for the Fremantle Football Club. Wow. So, 3 weeks ago, North Melbourne conceded 14 straight consecutive against Adelaide. Now they conceded 14 consecutive Fremantle. North Melbourne needs time out like the basketball. Stop the stem the bleeding. Wow. Wow. Can't believe it. Wow. Alright. The ball is back in the centre now. Now we're inside 50 for Freo. And free kick to Tracy. Sorry, 15. They've kicked 15 goals in a row. Wow. They're gonna go for 100 points. If he kicks this, they're gonna be up by 100. What's 130 for take 31? 103. So Josh Tracy, 12 disposals, 3 goals, 6 marks. Just don't know what to say. Fremantle are pumping North Melbourne right now. So going for his 4th goal, Tracy. Jules another one, and another one, and another one. 16 consecutive goals. Wow, way. And early in the second quarter, was it? Tracy marked in the goal square. And instead of kicking the ball behind the mark, directly in front, he handballed it and he missed his target and went in for behind. If he took that shot, he would have had more. Wow. Wow, way. North Melbourne. This game is very disappointing to watch. I expected a better performance than this by the Kangaroos. Wow. 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 I just don't know what to say. Wow. Alright, the ball's going to be back in the centre. So, jump on board and subscribe if you love AFL chat like this. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Now North Melbourne can get the ball. Oh, the handball straight to Frederick, but somehow North Melbourne got the ball back. Wardlaw using his left foot. Kicks out wide to Zane Dersma. Haven't seen that much. That's right. Fremantle were like $1 game responsible. Freo were like $1.24. I was like thinking, North's gonna be competitive. Fremantle should win, but I wouldn't be shocked or surprised. How wrong was I? Jeez. 103-point lead to Freo. Yeah. Wow. Oh, good mark on the centre wing for Tracy. Patrick Ross. Now, Hayden Young in the centre. Kicks it. Over the top. Jackson marks at 40 or 35 minutes back in the front. Too easy on the slingshot. Wow. Wow, way. Too easy. The unicorn, the wild thing, oh, sorry. Oh, no, no, this is Patrick. This is Luke Jackson, the unicorn, the guy. So Jackson, 40 minutes direct in front to extend the margin to 109 with 9 minutes and 40 seconds. LJ, 9. Luke Jackson kicks another one. I'm not sure how they're going to fit Darcy and Jackson together because Darcy plays ruck, but not much as forward. Jackson was playing more a ruckman forward, a forward ruckman for Freo, but he's so awesome as a ruckman. But when Darcy's back, when Sam Darcy's back, Sean Darcy, when he's back, that means Jackson will play more as a forward, but he's awesome as a ruckman. So it's gonna be interesting balance between them. Luke Jackson and Darcy when the two are back. Whereas it's better. I think they're better with Jackson ruck and Mason Cox as your forward that can rotate a little bit into the ruck. So I'm not sure where you can fit Darcy. That's what, 17 consecutive goals for Freo. 17 consecutive goals for Freo. Freo-ee-ho. I don't know Fremantle's club song. I better Google it now. I'll sing the club song when they win this game. Lyrics of Fremantle club song. So what song am I gonna hear? Alright, the ball's in. Yeah. Wow. They're going for 12 consecutive win, Fremantle. Not going for. They're gonna get their 12 consecutive goals. Wow. So Fremantle's now Switkowski from 80. Hamilton Ozad Dudley kicks out wide. Easy mark. Another mark to Freo. Inside 30, left side of the boundary. I can't see who it is. Amos on the left side. Unfortunately, he's a left footer, so he'll have to kick a banana. Yeah, and they're just awesome right now, Freo. Can you maintain being up for 24 weeks straight? I guess in the later in the year when they've got top two sewed up, I'll rest a player here and there. So Amos, 25 minutes out from left side full line. Is he going to go for a banana or drop punt? I think he's going for a drop punt. Amos. Miss. Out of the full. Try Amos. Wow. What's those stats? So the ball has gone out and free kick to Freo. So voila. Up forward. Amos is marking from 50 out on the left side of the wow. Amos from 50 out. Left side full line. So from 50 out. So from 50 out, Amos kicks. It's not gonna. It's punching for behind. This game's gone to a pitting end. A slow burn. 16 consecutive goals. Was it 17? I've lost track count now. Okay. Now, Ryan. Centre wing. Now back. Odrisu Erasmus kicks it centre to Hayden Young. Warner kicks it play. Oh, Cox against 3 players. Dudley Crumbs gives us a Brayshaw. Handballs out wide to Jagger O'Meara. From 50 out. Free kick in the goal square to who? North or Freo? Freo's! Left side of forward line. Wow. That looks like Amos. Wow. Amos. Left side forward line. About 10 out. Looks like it's gonna go for left foot banana, left side forward. They've kicked 17 consecutive goals. Amos with a left foot banana. I think he's missed. He's missed. But he's been missing. Amos has missed the last 3. Normally he's a dead-eyed dick with his kicking accuracy. One of the best kickers. But hard angles, they'll all be on the left side of the forward line, so it is hard for a left footer. It was on the right side, different, so you can snap it. Oh, kick it naturally and right, left to right as a left footer. But yeah. There should be a mercy rule. Wow. They're gonna make what, 10%? Near 10% Fremantle? Wow. So might as well learn early. Fremantle club song. Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard, send them below down. Freo, give them the hee-ho. We are the Freo Dockers. Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard, send them below or down below. Freo, give them the hee-ho. We are the Freo Dockers. Wow, that's a different lyrics. There's we are the Rollers. We are the Rockers. We are the mighty Freo Dockers. We're gonna roll them and we will rock them. The different lyrics are here. I only hear the last. So wow, that's the lyrics that you never hear on the club song. There's we're gonna roll them and we will rock them. We're gonna send them to the bottom, and if they get up, we're gonna do it again. The Dockers stop at nothing. Dockers, show them how we rock. Freo, hee ho. Dockers, show them how we roll. Go Dockers and go go go. What lyrics is this? I didn't hear that. Oh. South actions. Oh. Okay. See, the ball's in Fremantle's forward line. Still up by. It's Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard. Send them down with Freo. In the heel. We are the Freo Dockers. Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard. Send them down below. Another goal of Fremantle. Freo, give them the old heel. We are the Freo Dockers. Go to Young. We're the Rollers. We're the Rockers. And we're the mighty Freo Dockers. We're gonna roll them and we're gonna rock them. We're gonna send them to the bottom. And if they get up, we'll do it again. The Dockers stop at nothing. Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard. Send them down below. Freo, give them the old hee-ho. We are the Freo Dockers. Freo, way to go. Hit them real hard. Send them down below. Alright, I've done enough singing. So that's what we're going to hear in Hayden Young kicked the goal, so I better update my scoreboard. So, I was busy trying to sing the lyrics of the Fremantle song. 23-10-1-48. This is absolutely smashing. Absolutely disgusting performance by North Melbourne. I'll be disappointed as Clarko. Look at the margin. 117-point margin. Wow, way. Thank you for subbing. I've got another sub. Thank you. Really appreciate that. So I'm not sure they're reviewing the Hayden Young goal. What's going on? Huh, I should just continue singing my Freo song. So, North Melbourne's got a free kick in the centre. Trimmed after Zane Dersma. Alright. Now. They just chip it. Wardlaw. Consider what, 18 consecutive goals? North Melbourne? Now, they switch it. Zerha still trying to run around Murphy Reed in the centre. Oh, good intercept the mark by Jordan Clark, the Geelong player. Clark uses right footer, he's a left footer. In the centre, correctly, the Wild Thing, pouncing pony, Wasp kicks it open. Murphy Reed, no one on him from 45 out. You got three Fremantle players running. Now Murphy Reed just plays on for 45 directly in front. You can see the hands up by Tracy saying, why are you not passing to me? They had all that time, went for goal and behind. Wow. Well, I've got the lyrics on my computer for Freo's song, so that will be coming up in 3 minutes and 26 seconds, and I'll try to sing it again. Wow. Wow. Can they give them the hee-ho? Because they are the Fremantle Dockers. So, in the commentator saying way too easy. Would have been a bag for a player to kick 10 goals in this one. 23-11. You'll be disappointed, North Melbourne, conceding what? 18 consecutive goals. Goalless in the third. Sorry. Fremantle kicked the first goal in the second quarter. The North Melbourne kicked the next two, and they haven't kicked a goal ever since. They went from 2 goals to 4 goals in the second quarter and goalless since then. And we've still got only, 3 minutes there. Patrick Ross has got the mark on the centre wing. Wow, way. In the commentators going, wow, way. This game. Wow. Chapman. Murphy Reed from 60. This time he'll pass it. Oh, good intercept the mark by Parker. Experience. Premiership Sydney Swans back. LDU's marked at defensive 30 for the Roos. So what a lead of 118. This is absolutely drubbing. So 18 consecutive goals for Fremantle. Yeah. Wow. Jump on board and subscribe to the channel if you love AFL chat like this. Wow. I just don't know. I think the North Melbourne, they've still got, lucky for North Melbourne's sake, they got another game in Perth next week. I don't think they'll be flying back to Victoria, so they'll escape the media in Victoria. So Zeri gives it to George Wardlaw and Rack. Good diving mark by Michael Frederick. 1 minute 56 seconds left. They got the 2 minute sign up. You can, wow. Let's look at the disposals. Brayshaw has 30. Then Daniel has 27 and Shields has 26 for the Roos plus Luke Parker. Then Shea Bolton has 25, 23 to Hayden Young. Luke Ryan has 22, Murphy Reed also, as well as Nathan O'Driscoll, 22 disposals respectively. Wow. Murphy Reed's got the ball from 100 out. Kicks it out wide. That looks like Wagner. Now, he's got the ball 100 out. Wagner. Kicks it deep inside 50. Can Cox mark it? No. Offhand Dylan Stevens. Oh, O'Driscoll gives it the Wild Thing. Was. Goal! Goal! 19 goals in a row. This is disgusting. I'll be dirty as a Roos supporter. I'll be so angry. 19... You don't concede 19 consecutive goals. You just don't. I'll be fuming as a North supporter. If it was Clarko, I'll be angry. Oh, I'll be so embarrassed at this performance. Fremantle 24, level 155 to North Melbourne 4731. Hey, Trevor Cole's D2X. I think North Melbourne must be still in Melbourne. They're nowhere near. They're at Perth or Bundaberg. So Fremantle up 124 with a minute left. Well, 5 minutes ago I started my Freo singing song. I'll do that when they win this game. I can definitely say Fremantle will win this game. Up by 124 with a minute left. Wow, this is a terrible, disgusting performance by North. You'll be angry if you're Alistair Clarkson. You cannot tolerate it. This is unacceptable. To be down by Luke Ryan takes a mark in defence. I think he just woke up. The ball hasn't hardly been in Fremantle's defence. Because their midfield, full of sense, has been dominating for the whole last 3 quarters. Just pretty disgusting, to be honest. If you're North Melbourne, yeah, with North Melbourne's performance like that, that's just. Oh, thank you, others, for subbing to my channel. Thank you, 807. Wow. I had 798 today, so thank you. 807. You guys have made my day, and appreciate you guys all staying with me today. I really appreciate I had like what 994 views, so yeah. 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 We've only got 7 seconds left. So I think North Melbourne are waiting for the siren to cease. If I can spell. Yeah. So that's it, everyone. It is full time, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, way. I can hear the Fremantle song on the thing. I was listening to the Fremantle song 5 minutes ago trying to learn. Wow. Alright, we're gonna hear the song. But don't worry, I've got the lyrics, so here we go. Freo, way to go. Hit 'em real hard, set 'em down below. Oh, Freo, give 'em the hee-ho. We are the Fremantle Dockers. Freo, way to go. Hit 'em real hard, set 'em down below. Oh, Freo, give 'em the old hee-ho. We are the Fremantle Dockers. We are the Rollers, we are the Rockets. We are the mighty Fremantle Dockers. We're gonna roll them and we will rock them. We are gonna send them to the bottom, and if they get up, we'll do it again. The Dockers stop at nothing, nothing. Freo, way to go. Hit 'em real hard, send them down below. Oh, Freo, give 'em the hee-ho. We are the Fremantle Dockers. Freo, way to go. Hit 'em real hard, send them down below. Oh, Freo, give 'em the old hee-ho. We are the Fremantle Dockers. There you go, I've done my singing. That's full time. That's full time. Wow, Fremantle, 24-11, 155. What do you reckon, Neddy, on my singing? 1 out of 10? 5 out of 10? I'm never going to do Australian Idol. Never. Rate my singing. Oh, wow. I gotta keep myself. I gotta keep myself excited. Yeah, that was. Wow. Fremantle 24-11, 155. What an absolutely drubbing to North Melbourne. 4-7 Fremantle. North Melbourne were goalless in the second half. Early in the second quarter, Fremantle kicked the first. Then North Melbourne kicked 2 goals in a row. Basically, for 2.5 quarters. Opera house. Maybe I need all that. What's that? All this sync music, all that stuff to make my voice sound better. I need to do synthesize, sync all those equipment they use. But wow, Fremantle. North Melbourne did not kick a goal for 2.5 quarters. Yes, that's right. 2.5 quarters. Goalless in the second half. Wow. 4. So, what's the summary? I need to check the actual. So, North Melbourne was on 4 goals, 4 at half time. So they only kicked 3 behinds in the second half. Oh my hat. As I said, I'll be very disappointed if I was a North Melbourne supporter. I'll be totally disgusted with that performance. It's unacceptable. 3 points in the second half in today's modern AFL football. You cannot. 3 behinds to North Melbourne in the second half. That's the big story. I know Fremantle are good. We know Fremantle are good, but to only kick 3 behinds in the second half. Cartoon, Tony. Fremantle. Wow. Did not concede a goal in the second half. Very awesome. Alright, let's look at the stats. For the wayside North Melbourne, they had 4 goals on the first half. The goal kickers of the single goals. Oh, sorry. There was 4 players with 1 goal each. They were George Wardlaw, Cooper Trenbath, Nick Larkey, and JD, Jack Darling. And for Fremantle, wow, 24 goals. Players with massive bags of goals are 4 goals to P. Moss, the Prancy Pony, Wild Thing, the Ferrari, whatever you want to call him. 4 goals, 4. Could have had a massive bag. Josh Tracy, kick straight, 4 straight. Then 3 goals to Switkowski and Luke Jackson, respectively. Then 2 goals to Hayden Young, Murphy Reid, Michael Frederick, Jai Amos. Then all singles to Neil Erasmus, Isaiah Dudley. And that's it. Now let's look at the stats. The ball getters for North Melbourne, the home side, 27 to Sheasel and Daniel, respectively. Then 24 to Luke Ryan. Then Hayden Young. Sorry, wrong team. So I'll go back to North Melbourne. So Luke Parker with 26. Then Dylan Stevens had 22. LDU, or Luke Davis-Juniaki, had 20. And Kobe McChurch at Tasman had 19. For Freo, Brayshaw, that's Andrew, with 30 disposals. Shea Bolton with 27. Luke Ryan with 24. Hayden Young with 23, as well as Murphy Reid, plus Nathan O'Driscoll. This team is powerful free. Neil Erasmus with 22. Patrick Ross with 20 and 4 goals. That's right, Ange. I don't know what to say. Damn. North Melbourne 3 behinds in the second half. I don't know what to say. Jackson with 19, as well as Jordan Clark. Damn, that's their ball getters. Let's have a brief look at them. The player stats. But yeah, before I give team stats, if you enjoyed the stream and you are new, please don't forget to hit that sub button, because all you subscribers are totally awesome and would be totally much appreciated. Alright, now we can look at the stats. Disposal, Fremantle, plus 58. 383, 325. Oh yeah, got it. I know the only way I could think of, but normally they do make games overlap. I know in 10 minutes, is it? Gold Coast is playing Brisbane in the Q Clash derby, and I think that finishes around 10 p.m. I'm assuming they didn't want that game to overlap, even though there are games that do overlap, but that's only rational. I guess Western Australia, they're what? 2 hours? They're 2 hours behind Eastern States, so that's so 8:15 p.m. Eastern is 6:15 p.m. Perth time. So I guess they didn't want the game to be on too early. That's a rationale I could say. Because there's 2 games in Western Australia today, but they're at different venues. So yeah, it wouldn't be any issue playing this game at Bundaberg, 2 hours south of Perth. And it's a West Coast game, and this one we're watching now is Freo. So I don't think they'll have any issues at starting a game not earlier, because West Coast wasn't watch Freo games and vice versa. But I don't know, Ned. As I said, when we have and because it's buy, maybe they're trying to stretch it because it's buy round. But when you have, not buy, there's only the Giants and a couple other games, so which other teams not playing. But when there's 9 games, because I think we only got 7 games this week, but normally when you have 9 games, there will be some overlap, sometimes even overlapping double-headed Fridays, or overlap on Saturday Arvo or Saturday night games. But I guess for TV, because there's only 7 games, you'll have 1 game on the Thursday, you'll have 1 game on the Friday, you have 1 game at lunchtime Saturday. Or you think you could have had this game on earlier? Instead of 2:15 Eastern, you could have had 1:15 p.m. Eastern. And so yeah, you got this game, and then you got the next game in 10 minutes, I think. I won't be able to see it. The Gold Coast Queensland, the Q Crash between the Lions and the Suns. Then when that game finished, you got the night game, Power and West Coast. But then tomorrow, yeah, you got the St Kilda game. I think that's what, Saints and City. I think it's on 3:15 Eastern tomorrow. And then you got the night game. The night game tomorrow night, Sunday night, what's that? 7:50 p.m. I reckon. So those 2 games don't overlap. And then you got the King's birthday game on Monday between the D's and the Maggies. So I'm assuming because we got only 7 games and there's a couple of teams got buys, for TV, try not to make the game overlap, and especially Saturdays, all games are on KO. I'm not sure if all the games are on Channel 7 tomorrow. I'm assuming the Sydney one is, but I'm not sure about the night game. But I'm assuming it will be a Channel 7 game, the and the Dons. But yeah, I've got to have a quick look. Let's have a look on the AFL website. Yeah, I'm just having a brief look, ladies and gentlemen. So what games on Channel 7 this week? Obviously this game isn't, I know that. Just give me a brief look. So what's happened to my computer? Sorry. I will give the stats. I've just got this off track because I can easily. So basically, all day today, there's no games on Channel 7, just all on K. But then tomorrow, the two games, Saturday Arvo, Sydney and Saints, that's on 7 Eastern. That's on Channel 7 Melbourne. Essendon vs Carlton, that's also on Channel 7 Melbourne, Victoria. I'm assuming that's also on Eastern in Sydney and that. And Monday, the King's birthday, that's also on 7. But I guess, because those games are Channel 7, they don't want the games to overlap. But and KO, I guess they don't want any of the Saturday games to overlap. That's my assumption or the rationale behind that. Yeah. So, out of interest, Ned, car tuning. What car have you got? An R35 Skyline? Subaru Impreza or a Lancer? I'm just interested. So, yeah, alright. Got off track. So, going back to the stats, disposals, Fremantle plus 58, 383 to 325. Kicks, Fremantle had 21 more kicks, 214 to 193. In terms of handballs, Fremantle plus 37, 169 to 132. Inside 50, Fremantle plus 25, 57 to 32. Disposal efficiency, Fremantle plus 5%, 80 to 75%. This one, efficiency inside 50. Fremantle had 65%, North Melbourne had 38%. So that's plus 28%. Plus 28% efficiency inside 50. Fremantle just looked like scoring. 65% inside efficiency. That's every 3 times that the ball goes inside 50 for Freo. Two times out of 3, they're gonna have a score, either a goal or behind. Free kicks, Freo plus 8, 22 to 14. Stoppages, Fremantle plus 14, 36 to 22. Clearances, Fremantle plus 8, 37 to 29. Centre clearance, Jackson helping out and dominating. 17 to 11, plus 6 Fremantle. Wow, stoppage clearance, Fremantle plus 2, 20 to 18. Contested possession, Fremantle plus 13, 109 to 96. Uncontested possession, Fremantle plus 54, 275 to 221. The second half just looked like a running drill, a training run for Freo. Turnovers, and you want to be negative. Fremantle negative 5, 48 to 53. Marks, Fremantle plus 17, 118 to 101. Marks inside 50. Wow. Fremantle plus 19, 22 to 3. I don't think Larky scored any goal. They had 4 goals in total, North Melbourne. Contested mark, Freo plus 1, 8 to 7. Time in front, North Melbourne led for 4 minutes. Fremantle led for 113. At 117 minutes, North Melbourne only led about 4%, and Fremantle led for 96% of the game. It was a complete dominance from almost go to wide. Wow, tackles were even, 43 apiece. Tackles inside 50, North Melbourne did well, plus 6, 12 to 6. Bounces, Fremantle plus 22 bounce, 25 to 3. The 1%ers, Fremantle plus 5, 36 to 31. Interchange made, Freo 71 out of 75, North Melbourne 68 out of 75. So both teams had interchange remain, but wow, what a performance, what a win, what a thumping by the Fremantle Football Club. Totally out body, out muscle, did everything, just dominated. Absolutely, demolished the North Melbourne Football Club, and well done to Fremantle. That's why they're sitting top, and they're doing awesome this year. And I've got them and Sydney to make the GF. So let's see how my prediction goes come late September. And thank you all for watching my video. And if you are enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit that sub button, because all the subscribers are totally, I really much appreciate. And I'll be heading out for a couple of hours, and I won't be able to see. I might see the last call of the Brisbane and Gold Coast game, and I'll reconvene in how many hours left? About just over 3 hours time, 8:10 PM Eastern or 7:40 ACST, for the Port Adelaide and West Coast Eagles game tonight. I can't wait, and I'll see you guys in 3 hours time. If you would like to join me for the evening game, it's gonna be a late one between West Coast Eagles and Port Power. All right, guys, see you next time or tonight in 3 hours time for the Power and Eagles game. All right, have a good evening, everyone, and ciao, and see you guys next time. Bye.